Good evening, everyone.
今天我们这一堂课很有意思哈。
Today there's going to be a very interesting
算是
session.
金菩提看相之一，成了看相的先生了。
I'm going to do face
其实我也
reading
不太懂
for you.
就是学了一丁点皮毛。
I've learned some basics.
九牛一毛啊，懂得比较少。
I do not
但是呢，
know
一般
very
看人的
much.
个性啊，或者是有种什么他像做哪一种职业的，还是容易看
But
到。
normally when I look at people's face, I'm able to tell which career they are
正好
suited
呢
for.
我有些年轻朋友呢，也想了解一下将来自己适合做什么。
So many of the youths here would like to know what you are suitable for, which kind of career in the future. So you are very keen to know. So I've asked a lot of you, if you see Master, what do you want to learn from Master? What do you want to ask Master? So most of them come with the intention of wanting to know more about what career is suited for them. So a lot of youth tend to be lost about what career is suitable for them, or what specialty should they go into, or what should they study.
对，是啊，所以年轻人对于未来的职业哈，
So many youth towards their future career
正常的，
being lost is quite
就
common.
试一试呗。
好啊，好啊，师傅。
So let's give this a
那今天来
try.
到现场呢，我们也是邀请来了几位马来西亚的小朋友们，
So
非
today
常期待着啊
we
师
have
傅的亲
a
自
few
指导。
youth
我
here.
们先有请虚能。
First of all, let's invite Xu
师傅
Neng.
好，
你好。
我是虚能，今年18岁，来自龙泉禅堂。
Hi Master, I'm Xu Neng.
今年高中刚毕业，明年2023年1月份会
I
去
just
清迈大学
graduated from
读语
college,
言
and next year I'm going to study language,
华语还有英语
Thai
这三门
language, Chinese, and
清
English.
迈大学去，应该是
I'll be
在
going
泰
to
国
Chiang Mai
对
University
清
in
迈我去
Thailand.
过哈。对，读语言哈，读
So
三
I'll be
种语言
studying 3 languages,
泰语、
泰语。
Thai,
华语。
English, and Chinese.
这三种语言，那你肯定之前读过2种，对不对？
对。
So I
读华
believe
语
you have
还有
studied
英语
2 languages before. Yes, I've studied English and Mandarin before.
那虚能小朋友也有很多，就是他也是结缘于菩提很多年了，是
So
不是
Xu
啊？
Neng
跟师傅分享一下你的
has
经历好
been
吗？
对。
affinity
很
with
小的时候，我妈就
Bodhi
来
meditation
把
for
我带
many
进了
years.
菩提禅修
So from young, my parents brought me to
参加
Bodhi
过很多
meditation,
健身班还有青年营，
and I took part in the classes
然后
and the
我妈的受益
BMYC
非
class
常多
before.
我的受益也很多。
I've benefited a
什
lot.
么受益啊？
So what kind of
我妈的受益
benefits have you
是
got?
她一开始抽烟，抽了很多年的烟。
你妈抽烟？
对。
So my mother used to smoke, and she has smoked for many years
因为那时候她出生在农村，
because she used to grow up in the rural areas.
就开始
And from
跟我
8
姥姥
years
抽
old,
烟了。
she used to
因为
pick
那
up
时候
the
做
bad
农
habit of
活
smoking
有
from
蚊
her
子要驱
grandmother.
赶蚊子嘛。
要驱蚊子。
Because in the rural areas, there tend to be a lot of mosquitoes, so people tend to smoke to drive away the
反正
mosquitoes.
抽了哈，不管为啥原因了。
So regardless of whatever reason, she used to smoke a lot.
没有入菩提法门之前呢，就一直也想要戒。
Before she joined Bodhi meditation, she wanted to kick the habit of smoking.
比如说
She
什么
tried many
戒
methods.
戒烟贴呀，各种各样的药啊，
She
都
tried
没有用。
taking medication,
然后有一
but
天她
were
就
not
刚戒
effective.
菩提法门的时候，
So
她就
after she
在
joined Bodhi
佛像面前
meditation,
还有师父面前就问，
in front
如
of
果师
Buddha
父真的有那
and
么
in
灵
front
的
of
话，
Master,
真的
she
存
asked
在的话，
if Buddha
就
is,
把他
if
这么多
Master
年的
really
烟给戒
exists
掉
and
然
is
后他就
so
来禅堂做义工。
good, so help me kick the
后边
habit.
他当天
So
回
from
家
then,
之
she
后
came and
他
became
上
a
厕所就
volunteer.
习惯来一根儿，啊，
In the
然
past,
后当天
whenever
他
she
就来
goes
一
to
根
the
儿，发
toilet, she
现
used to
味道
smoke.
不对，
But when she
一
did
下楼
that, she finds
对
that the smell
又
is
下
not
楼买
right.
了一根儿，回来
So
还
she
是
went
不
to
对，
buy
然
another
后就这么
cigarette and
神奇
tried
的
to
戒掉
smoke
了。
again. And
你
it
说
didn't
我
feel
容
good.
易吗？
So just like that,
你
she
妈
kicked
要
the
戒
habit.
烟啊，这个把责任推到我这儿来
So your
了。
mom wanted
是
to
吧
kick the
你
habit
也
of
说你
smoking
妈
and she
继
pushed
续
the
抽，这
responsibility
我
to
就不
me.
灵了。
So if she
还
continued
确实是
smoking,
很
then
灵验
I will
我
not
听
be
他妈讲过
so
她的那个经历
accurate.
哈，当时就怀虚能怀这个孩子的时候，
I
怀
heard
孕
from
的
the
时候
mother that
为
when she
了
was
孩子好
pregnant
不能
with
抽烟
Xu
呢，
Neng,
对，
强忍
she
着呀。
didn't want to
强
smoke
忍
because
着，
she
终于
knows
把
it's
宝宝
bad
生
to
下来了
smoke
之
during
后的话，
pregnancy.
他妈
So
没
she
2天实
endured.
在受不了，
And
又拿起来
immediately
又
after
开
she
始抽
gave
了。
birth to
是
Xu Neng,
真
she
的
couldn't
严重
kick
的
the
原
habit
因
and started smoking
抽
again.
烟有这么着迷啊？
啊，对呢，虚
Is
能也
smoking
不知道
so
为什么
addictive?
哈，对。但是师傅真的是 哎呀，
是
帮到他，帮了一个
But
大忙。
Master has helped them a lot, has helped the mother
而
to
且
keep the
我
habit
见过
of
很多就
smoking.
是抽烟的人想要戒烟，尝试各种办法，可能都是暂时戒掉
So some，
然后
people
只
who
要
want to
见
keep
到
the
烟
habit of
就又
smoking
会开始抽。
sometimes
所以人们
only
就说这个
are
戒
able
烟
to
其
kick
实
it
特
off
别难。
temporarily.
但
They
是这个
couldn't
虚呢，
resist
我
the
后来了解，跟他
resistance.
妈妈说，就自从那一次
They could
那
not,
2根之后
they are
再也没
addicted
抽
to
过。我说是1根再也没碰过吗？他说再也没碰
So
过。
from then on, her mother
真的
has not
完完
touched
全
any
全就
cigarettes.
很好了
就是
呀。
他心里头
She
就
has
不
kicked the
想抽
habit.
烟了。
对他受不了那个烟味儿了，
In fact, now she cannot tolerate the smell
啊
of
真的很
cigarettes.
好。
然后真的去禅堂做义工了，
So now
真
she's
做义
also a
工了。
volunteer
哎，这还不错
in。the meditation
所以你妈
center.
还是够义气，是吧？说到做到。
So your
还不
mom
错，还不错。
has kept to her
那继续
words.
讲你的故事哈。
然后我是小时候就唱那个青年营，
So I went to the BNYC before when I was young.
参加过没有参加过那么多人的活动，
So
然后
I've
就
not
第一次参
joined
加。
many activities before. It was the first time I joined an activity with more people. So during the BNYC camp, I learned to express myself and be more courageous in expressing my
比较
views.
会容易交到朋友。
And I tend to be able to make friends easily.
你参加青年营的时候还很小的是
对，
吧？
那时候才10岁11岁。
I was
马来西亚
around
第一场
10 to
青年营
11
开办的
years
时候
old when I
我就
joined the first BNYC camp in
就
Malaysia.
敢于自我表达了。
And
参加完
a
青年
young
营之
kid
后
of like 10 to 11, I became confident and able to express myself.
口齿很清晰。
对，还有就是本来虚能他学习不是他的强项，
So in the past, Shinan was not very strong in academics.
这样的孩子，但是呢，他就考试都非常顺利，
But
因
after
为每次都有
that,
师傅的护佑。
She was able to do well in the examinations
这样。
because she is protected by Master's
今天就
blessings.
师傅继续指导，那他以
So
后
today she would like to seek the guidance of Master
对他的职业才更好。
of what's the future career that she should
有
take.
一个问题就是说，我为什么说这3项语言哈
So,
？3项语言，如果你在泰国肯定是
so
要
for
学的
3 languages,
但是我
if you're
提
in
醒
Thailand, you have to learn Thai language.
那都
But
是
let me remind
以
you,
人为本，尤其是以笨人为本，不能以那个学霸级的来思考大众，对不对？学霸级的毕竟是
for those who are very smart in the academics, we do not make comparison with the
那我们
smartest
作为
people.
正常人来说的话，
As a normal
学语言
person,
的话呢，
when we
就
learn
是
language,
2种语言都能
normally
学精，
we
2
can
种
learn
语言都能做到
bilingual.
真真实实的达到高中毕业，2种语言。
Most of the people
其实已
can,
经挺厉害。
if you are able to do well in 2 languages,
学
is
第3种语
considered
言
as
呢
very good.
就是有点耍花样。
For a third
可能会
language,
问个路，会问个价钱哈。
as long as you are able to use it for basic conversational,
作为一个我们智力偏正常一点的，像
I'm talking about the normal
昆提这些
person
不正常，
not
他们都是
talking about the
超级学
very smart
啊
people,
深藏不露吧哈。
very
他们的
brilliant
过目
people
不
who
忘
are able
就是
to
这样子的。
see
像
and
我们呢
not
过了
forget
100
whatever
岁
they
还
learn.
忘了，哎，所以有这个好处是，哎，烦恼也忘记了。
So for us, for the
那
general
所以一般人
people,
学语言哈，
most of the
2
time we
种
learn
语
2
言能
languages,
学精通，
and
你
be
才可
able
能
to
从事
perfect
这
these 2
个
languages.
与这个翻译
It
相
is
关的
already
职
very
业。
good, so you can do something related to
但是
translation.
呢，觉真师姐也看出你来的感觉了哈，就是你的那种，你的天赋所在呢。哎，我们好像在开始说你了。
对呀，感恩师傅，他正你看听着多入神啊。需要师傅的指导。
但是以你的个性呢，我觉得
But with your personality,
你将来会是一个比较善于表达的。
I think I believe you'll be one who is better in expressing yourself.
那网友们肯定都会说哈，他怎么能看出善于表达来呢？我透露一点讯息哈，
我就想问这个
All of you may
面
be
相
asking, how do you know that?
透露一点吧。
Why do you say that why
小
did I
姑娘
say
家
that
前
she's
面2
better
个
at
大门牙
expressing
很大
herself?
的，一般都善于表达。
It's because of her teeth.
哦，师傅，那我
When
要
her
举手
first
了。
front
啊
tooth,
现在
front
很
teeth
多小
is
姑娘
bigger.
因为门
These
牙
are
大，她
normally
就去箍
people
牙呀
who are
要给它
better in
箍
expressing
小啊
themselves.
箍回
小
去
So the question is that nowadays a lot of people go for braces.
这个人工调整过的不算哈，
Those which
但
are
是他内在呢，那就
amended
看他父母
or
亲有没
adjusted
有2个大牙。
by human,
哎，
it
也
is
就是
not
说
counted. So
他
I'm
比
talking
人工
about
处
how
理
they
的
were
时候我们看不
originally
懂，那
born.
个不怪我们哈。
那我想问的就是，如果本来就是牙挺大的，就说明
So
很善于
those with
表达
very big
是不是
front
就尽
teeth
量就如果
are
除非
better
特别
at
需要
expressing
的话
themselves.
如果不是那么需要的话，就别箍了，是不是？
我觉得就是盲目的把牙都弄那么整齐哈，就是没有每一个人类的特色。
I think that if everyone were to adjust their teeth so that they look all very straight and normal,
你看韩国
then
女明星几
it
乎都
loses
一
the
模的，对不对？
special uniqueness of a
就在我
person.
们定做的那个面罩里头空，就倒
Just
点
like
水
in
泥
Korea,
倒出来就一
everyone
样，
looks the
对不对
same.？
那就没意思了。你看韩国女明星几乎都一样，对不对？
So in Korea,
哎
all the
这个
actresses
所以
looks almost the
就没
same.
意思。虽然她的剧拍的挺好的哈，
是
哎，
哦，
那所以的话，我们现在说回门牙来吧，怎么把韩国人都得罪了？
说回虚能小姑娘，就是师傅看到她善于表达。
So for Shinan,
她是善于表
Master
达
saw
的，因为
that
她的
she
脸
is
又是比较这
better
种
at
好
expressing
看的
herself.
这种
瓜子脸，
瓜子脸哈。
She has very
所以
nice
大阪瓜子，
facial
实话瓜子，
looks.
就是瘦一点的大阪瓜子啊。大阪瓜子是南瓜子还是西瓜子？这又弄不清楚了哈。反正就这瓜子脸嘛，所以我就研究瓜子脸到底是葵花籽还是南瓜籽呢？南瓜籽啊，但是偏
So
瘦一点的哈。那这
her
种
fe-
脸
her
型再
face
加上
looks
你
like
的
the
嘴
seed
型人中啊，还挺甜的哈，带两个酒窝哈。
and with
哎
very nice
哎，我
dimples
发现他是双眼皮啊。
对，
and
对
double
所以他的
eyelids.
五官长得呢，这个孩子，你说他不善于读书哈，但是他先天的有他的聪明劲儿。
So you may say that she may not be very good academically, but she
聪
has
明是怎么看出来
her
呢？
own wisdom and
就是感
brightness
应到
in
的
her.
好，这不能透露了哈，感应到的，否则我这个东西全给抖露出去了哈。
对对，
哎，就是，是天生聪
She's
明
a
的。
very smart person by
天生
nature.
聪明的人在脸上也是带着的，就是你的长的脸的，你的就是
Whether a
五官
person
分
is
布
smart or not, you can see from the
大约五
face,
官分布来决定了你的
from the
聪明
facial
度，
looks.
就是你的先天遗传的聪明度。
So
是
it is
聪明的。
something she has inherited genetically.
刚才说你善于表达，第二个呢，
So you are good at expressing yourself.
头脑灵活。
Second point is that you are very sharp.
其实你是销售型人才。
Actually, and the third one is that you'll be very good in sales techniques,
去做
in
销售。
sales.
你跟我说说，你都过去都卖过什么东西
Tell me what things have you sold in the past?
没有卖过什么东西。
I've
卖过
not
东
sold
西啊
anything much in the past.
你看我刚才说瓜子儿嘛，卖瓜子儿啊，卖矿泉水啊，
参加义卖会那种帮忙卖东西算吗？
也
Is
算
it
呢。
counted if I helped out in a carnival
哦
to sell? Then
卖了
yes,
多少
I'm
东西
actually
吧
quite good.
你
只能
看看
好招呼人来。
I'm
你
very
再
good
大一
at
点呢，
gathering people
卖
to
这
sell
个
my things at the
时髦的衣服。
carnival. So when you're older, you
鞋
can sell fashion
现在世界杯比赛是吧？
or
卖个世界
shoes,
杯的，这个足球比赛的衣服，人
or you
家
can
都抢着买。
sell those like
嗯
World
原
Cup
来是卖房子
clothing,
啊，卖汽车。
or you can sell
卖宝
cars,
石是吧？
sell
所以
houses,
在
sell
如果一个
jewelries.
人特别善于销售哈，
If a person is
特别善
very
于
good
表
in
达
sales,
特
very
别
good
善
at
于销售
expressing
的话
themselves,
其实未来的职业赚钱谋生还是比较方便的。
actually you have many
我
ways
觉得你
to
属于销售型人才。
earn your wealth in the
我明
future.
白了，怪不得虚能要去学多种语言哈。
Now I understand why she wants to learn a third language, so she can target a
随着
different
这
market
个科技的发展哈，
with the
你就会说
technology
一个语言
advances.
对方可以选择听泰语、听日语、听中文、听
We know
马来
different
语
languages.
是吧？意大利语都可以。
People has the
你在电脑
option
上
to
还会有一个选
手机
选择
翻译
语
就行。
with the technology.
它是这个
You can actually
你
hear
用的
different
那个电脑
languages
系
by
统之
using
中
a
它自动就会有一个语
computer
言选
to
择
help to translate.
就是你面对所有的世界的观众们
So
啊，世界
regardless
各
of
地的人都可以
who you are
选择
facing in the
听得懂
world,
的语言
so they will
所
be
以你的
able to
还是你的声
understand
音
your
变成那
language
种语言了。是这个
by
电脑
doing
科
the
技
technology to do the
接下来
translation.
我觉得可能最多3-5年吧就开始出现。
I believe that in 3 to 5 years,
对，
the change will
但
come.
是说我们从现在来说，我们学一个职业的话呢，
But now, if you are learning about a career
如
and
果
learning
把
a
两种
language,
语言都学精
if we are able
这
to
我认为还是
perfect
比
the
较
two
大的一个
languages,
方法
I think it will be a better
因
method.
为人的精力和你读书的时间是有限制
Because
的
we have limited
所以
time
我
and
的建
energy,
议呢
so my
就是你
suggestion
要
is
拼命的把
you
两
should
种语言
brush up
读好。
on both
把
your
第三种语
English
言当
and
做
your
爱好
Chinese and take the
适当的
third language as a hobby. And that will be
哎你知道
sufficient.
你的职业方向了吧？
So now do you know your direction of sales? You should go into sales.
我不知道你喜不喜欢。
I'm not sure whether you like
我有
this.
一个小小的梦想。
I have a dream.
那时候不是有2天那个直播现场吗？然后第2天我听了师傅的，
There was once I listened to Master.
跟随师傅。
I want to follow
大
Master.
学毕业之后，
So after graduation, I'd like to come for the Bodhi meditation and help out.
没有卖东西的机会啊。
But there's no chance to do selling here.
首先，我先欢迎你。
So first of
这个
all,
梦想
let me
好吧
welcome you.
哎，因为每个人通常学习完或者到我这儿学习完之后，都是出去创事业去。
Because many of
所以
you
的
who
话
come
呢
here to do
一个是也可
volunteer,
以到我这儿来
after that, you
啊
tend
也可
to
以自己
explore new
做自己喜欢的
careers
事啊
after that
请记住你是
experience
销
here.
售型人才。
So I believe you'll be very good in sales.
不客气。
太好了，对。对，虚能其实可以也在我们的菩提机构哈，发挥它的特
Shineng
长。
can also
他向大家去介绍
make use of her
这个
talents in Buddhi meditation, so she can help to promote
也会讲得很好的
Energy Bagua
服务来
or all the other meditation methods to other people.
其实销售
I think
型
she will do a
人
very
他
good
不
job.
光是卖东西哈，
对
Actually, people who are good in sales
当教练
does not necessarily need to do sales only. They can also be teachers, can be coach as well,
可以的，
and guide
都
other
是善
people.
于要表达的人。
Because this forms of career also requires good expressions, way of expressing themselves.
好，师傅。
Thank you,
我看到
Master.
我们的这个网友群里边，有在问哈，哎，怎么上面贴出来有一个新币10块钱，还有一个
Master,
台币1500的？
why is it that I see that there is a
跟
currency
网友们介绍一下。
好
which
的
is
好的。
put
这
up?
个是我们在师傅频道上开启了一个新的功能，其实人家很多的频道早就有了哈。那我们
So this is a new function that we have just introduced.
留言和超级贴图的功能，跟我们的新老网友们稍微的介
So
绍一
let's
下。
introduce to you the new function we have here.
现在我们是这一场直播嘛，在这个直播之中啊，你看
So
你
during
这个
this live stream,
就是这个留言区哈，英文
in the
是
comment
live chat
section,
那边，然后就是
where the live
在
chat
你这个
is,
要写文字的地方呢，就会有一个钱的这个符号。
so where you need to put your comments, there is a sign to show
把自己的
money,
留言
currency.
的贴图可以去置顶放到最上面，就像刚才我们看到的那个新币10块一样。好，我们你看，来我们试一下哈。
Let's give it a try.
点选它之后呢，
When you
就
click
出来
on the
是
money
超级
sign,
留言、超级贴图。我们先看超级留言。
so let's first see the comments,
好
the live
点选
chat.
超级留言。那这样的话呢，我就先看一下我想花多少钱？因为我们现在是在马来西亚，所以我显
Because right now, we are in Malaysia, so the currency that we see here is in Malaysia ringgit. So it starts from 3 ringgit.
动它呢，还可以选
You can
6马币
adjust the amount.
如果是6马币的话呢，我这个置顶的时间就是0秒，它写的是哈。那我可以再选稍微多一点吗？
So if you choose a higher figure,
或者我这个时候就可以留言了，比如说，哎呀，非常感恩师傅对虚能小
You
师
can
姐
leave a
的
message.
指导哈，我听了以后也很有启发，我也写好了。然后我想我把我的留言放在最上面嘛，我也想让师傅看到。
if I want my
那我
message to be
就
right on top,
多花一点钱吧。比
I
如
can
说
put
马币
in more
15
money.
好了，那我就15块钱的话呢，可以留言置顶2
Like
分钟。
15 ringgit, I can go to the top of the comments for 2 minutes.
1500马币就5个小时哈。
So if you have,
好，我选择了之后呢
if you
我就
choose like
选
1,500 ringgit,
蓝色的键，
you have a
然
longer
后它
time
就
to
跳
be
出来一个
on
信用
the.
卡的付款信息的页面。
So after that, they will
很方便的
feature
把
and
你的
show the
号还有
credit
你
card
的这个
payments.
账单的邮编输进去就好了。然后
So you can
就
key in all your credit card
这
details
个留言就置顶了。
and you can
置顶
send.
到最上面你就完成了一个
So your
超级
message
留言哈。
will go right
好
on
那我们
top.
再看一下超级贴图，也是这样，点选这一个钱币的符号，然后呢点选超级贴图。
So another one is that you go to the money sign again, and over there you have
那比
many
如说我先选一个，
icons to choose from.
好，选一个这个9马币的这样子。
So if you choose one that's like 9 ringgit,
的呢，这个贴图就不会置顶那我花个多一点钱
if I
呢
spend
那
more,
就置顶
then
的
it
时
will
候
go to the top of the chat.
看一下。好，比如我选一个150马币的。
For example, if I choose one with this 150 ringgit,
图好，然后也是到
then
了
go to
信用
send
卡结账的页面。
and I pay with a credit card,
哎，我的这个贴图也就上到留言区的上面去了。
So
这个就是刚才我们
the picture that I've selected will go onto the chat.
这个
on top of the chat.
在直播中才出现的。
This will only show
出现的。
during the live streaming session.
不是看直播，而是看师傅已经发布的
So for those
一些视频。
who are
还
watching
有一个功能叫做
those repeated live stream, so we have another function.
画面，也是就是在这个 个视频的右下角
So at the right
手机
bottom,
你可以去划一下，就找到一个是爱心里边有一个钱的符号的，
which shows a heart and a money sign in it.
那你就点选超级感谢呢，
So you choose
就可以写
the icon.
了。就是非常感恩师父啊，这一段分享或者这段加持给我带来的受益。
So you can write the message.
然后你来选择你感谢向师父表达感谢来给予的多少钱，
And you can choose how much you want to
或者是你在不同的地区它的
give.
标准是不一样的。那么
So at
金
different
额越高呢
areas where you are,
留言的这一个
the currency is different.
颜色条也是发生变
And you
化。
can adjust according to the amount that you would like to contribute.
那你选定好了之后呢，也是购买并发送。
And after that, choose select.
页面，那么这个留言就发送。
Key in your credit card details
这个是 YouTube 平台给所有的直播还有所有的视频
and
开
submit.
放的一个跟网友互动或者网友
This is a platform introduced by YouTube
自己感恩
so that
一种互动的一个
people who are watching it
那同时其实
have more ways to express
也说一下
themselves.
平台还要抽成30%。
So
对
YouTube will be taking 30% of it.
感谢师傅$10，但实际上呢，师傅的机构可能也就收到$7。
So for example, if you have chosen something, a comment for $10, but Bodhi Meditation will receive 70% and 30% will go to YouTube.
那我们刚才的虚能小朋友的问题哈，
So back to the question by
我
Shinan.
想送他个礼物。
I would like to give her a present.
送这个你看看，
这个是文殊菩萨，
文殊菩萨的啊。
This is a Manjushri
哎
T-shirt.
让你那个智慧大开啊！
I wish her great wisdom and everything will be good in her academics.
师傅呢，接下来我们想请师傅指教的是文诺小朋友。
After this, we have Wen
他
Nuo.
有什么样的分享，还有什么样的问题？
Let's listen to what he has to share.
师傅好，我是文诺，我今年
Hi Master, I'm Wen Nuo. I'm 18 years old this year.
法律系的基础班。
I'm now studying law,
好，法律系的预科班哈，对，好，
like a preparatory class for law.
我是爱好比较广泛的，然后
I have broader interests. I used to learn piano.
还有
I played basketball and I learned dance before.
我的兴趣是唱歌，
My interest is in singing
是乐器那种。
and also instruments, playing instruments.
就是我家里的人接触菩提禅修了，然后
My family
收益了很多。
came to Bodhi Meditation and have benefited very much.
讲一下我妈妈的收益。
First of all, I would like to introduce about my mother. She has benefited very much from Bodhi Meditation.
那时候就是去做体检，然后就
In 1994, she did a health checkup
轻微的遗传性地中海贫血症。
and realized that she has got
这个贫血症会让她头晕，还有怕冷，然后
anemia.
就是会睡眠
It's a bit of a
不足
heritage
一直睡觉。然后在
that caused
2014年的
giddiness.
时候就我们家就接触了菩提禅修，
So
然后
we got in touch with
我妈妈
Bodhi
也接触了
Meditation,
八卦，然后她
and my
就开始
mother
做八
learned
卦，然
to
后
walk
那个
to go for
她的
Energy
地中海
Bagua.
轻微地中海贫血症就是有变好了，就是她
So her anemia improved, the condition
部位
improved.
在手脚发冷，还有
So her
牙龈出血那些，就是会比较
So her
有
palms
这样子
were no
然后
longer
在
so
2018
cold.
年的时候就
And in
计划要
2018,
每一天都走八卦。
she
在5
decided
个月
to
之
go
后
for
她
Energy
就
Bagua every day.
发现了她的那个
After 5 months,
缺铁的那个贫血症，
she realized
就
that
是不缺铁啊，还有
she no longer
就是
lacked iron,
就是增加。
就是他
and her red plasma has actually increased.
是不是？然后走八卦5个月啊。
So after going for Energy Bagua continuously every day for 5 months, she went for her checkup again and realized that her red blood cells has increased
完全康复了。
and she has recovered.
真挺神奇哈。
而且到现在都好几年了，是
And it's been a number of years, and her health reports are all good right now,
这真好。
very healthy.
真好，所以很替他一家人开 开心呢。
So we are very happy for your family.
感恩师父。
不客气。
Thank you, Master.
这是妈妈的故事哈。对，那你的问题是？
我就是我的受益是。
My personal benefits are after going to BMYC, I became more confident and I made many friends.
学习也变得更主动去学习。
I've been more hardworking.
就是会去读书。
I do not need my family to keep reminding me and I can do it on my own.
好。
而且学习的成绩还是不错的哈。
算中上。
My results is above the average.
然后我的问题是
My question is,
职业
what career is suitable for me?
现在在已经开始读法律了是吗？
是读着法律的基础班，就预科班。
Now I'm studying a preparatory class for law.
是怎么样考虑的？然后怎么样最后选择了法律系呢？
Can you tell Master why do you choose law?
我有想过要读就是软件工程。
Before I came for this class, I thought about going for software engineering related class courses because my parents are in IT, and also thought about going to study fashion and designing. I also thought of wanting to explore psychology because I love to communicate with people and learn how to communicate with people better. So this is a common scenario whereby a lot of youth are unable to know exactly what career they want to choose. So she was thinking, should she do designing or fashion? But she also likes psychology as well, so should she go and study that? But eventually, she has chosen law. Because when I was young, I used to like to bicker or quarrel with my parents. They would think that I was just trying to express my views about different issues. So after that, I thought, why not go and study law? Because as a lawyer, you need to be able to express your points. And I've also watched a show before about lawyers doing internships and the careers of a lawyer, the career path of lawyers. I was very inspired by the movie that I've seen that made me want to go and study law. So there are all forms of reasons that encourage people to study different courses, to go into different careers. So sometimes you look at the way they are dressed, or some people like to become a policeman because of the uniform that looks very smart. So there can be all forms of reasons that why certain people like different career. So for her, the careers that she was interested in were all quite different. So Master, based on her looks, on her facial, can you please guide her on which career path is best for her? After I study law, I would like to study business management. I'm actually more interested to go into the finance sector in the future. I would like to accumulate experience after I study business and management, and from there I would like to eventually become an entrepreneur. If you want to be an entrepreneur, are you not wasting your education for university studies? I believe that whatever I study in university, I can actually use it for my future career. So she's just trying to path her final career that she wants to become an entrepreneur.
就是没有想好要做什么，但就看有什么机遇这
就
样子。
看什么能
I
赚
do not have a
钱。
specific idea of what business to do, but I will just have to look out for opportunities.
哦，
哦，为了卖自己的品牌，
对
Eventually, I want to sell my own
绕了一圈
branding.
回来了
I would like to sell my own brand of
孩
products.
子，你的心太大了哈！你学的是法律，
You are
最后
learning
法律
law,
大学毕业之后，
and
再学
after you
工商
finish
管
your
理
course,
学完工
you
商
want to
管
go
理之
into
后
business
最
and
后
management,
跑到要经营自己
and
的品牌
eventually
的
you
服
want to
装。
start your own business.
但是
in
你前面
fashion
做的这些东西和你的
But those that
到服装
you
设
have
计到
doing
品牌到营销
initially
概念都没有关系啊！
are unrelated to what you want to be
厉
eventually.
害，
所以需要师傅的指导，
他适不适合创业？
So, Master, you may need to guide her whether she's suitable to be an entrepreneur.
对，这叫什么呢？武功之中的叫指东打西。你看着我以为打西边的，其实我打东边，哈，对吧？
You look as if you are going in the left direction, but you're actually going in the right direction.
那你要做服装经营，第一个
So,
你
if
对
you
服
want to
装的
do
研究有
fashion,
现在是没有，
how much knowledge do you have?
去学习。
过后再去学习。
I believe I
你
can
毕业
learn
了
that
之后
later
就到
on.
退休年龄了，姑娘。
By the time you graduated, you're in the age of retirement.
我觉得你其实人学一门知识，
I think that you need to build up
学一门知识能学精
on
了，
one
这是非
specific
常艰难的。
direction.
那你现在已经
Our
跨越了
knowledge
好几个行业，就变成你的大学就是浪费时间。
Now you're going to different paths, so it's like
你要
making
读
your
法律
university
但是你不从事法
education
律的工作，
wasted.
但是你
So if you want to
最终你
study
还要
law,
学
you
一
go
个
into
经营管理
law.
之后是为了做服装。
So you want to study
这个
business just because you want to go into the fashion business in the
就
future.
等于跨行业了。
So you are
那我的
going
经验
between
哈
changing
我
between
不建议的
careers.
原因是，我所知道做一个行业是不容易的。
So what my advice is to start a career is not easy. So it's quite
因为你
meaningless
也
to
做服
skip
装
different
不管你
careers
是
along the
是
way.
设计还是进行销售。
So be it
还是
whether you
综合
want
性
to
的
learn
营
about
销
sales
和
or
法
learn
律没
about
关系。
fashion, they are unrelated to
没有
law.
你说订合同怕上当怎么办？你可以
You
请
may
律
say
师帮
that
你
you are worried of being cheated when you are
所以
drafting
这
out a
个
proposal
与法律
or
没有
signing
关系。
contracts,
那你
but
就
you
不
can
能
actually
耽误
engage a
30
lawyer
年
to do that.
读了大学专业结果是法律，最后你目的还是为了跑到服装经营上去，这个就是歪的。
So you are going like in a
这是
big circle.
故意绕弯路。但你肯定说，那现在我一开始学了怎么办呢？如
So
果你
now
的
you
目
may
的
ask,
确实
I've
不是
already
法律的
started
话
learning law, so what should I
如果
do
是这
now?
样，你对服装那么感兴趣，
But if your interest is not in law
给你的
and you are
建议
very
是
interested in
还
fashion
不如
instead,
现在就开始
you may
学
as
习
well start learning
服装
about
设
fashion
计
now.
还不够，到自己能制作服装。
You should be
拿
able
着
to
缝纫机
produce
好现在有综合
and
性
make
缝纫
clothes
机
yourself.
你也能把自己设计的衣服能够做出来。
If you're able to make the clothes
尝试
out
过能
that you
做成了吗？
designed.
做成了哈，
I tried that before.
没法穿。
有没有？就是因为我的那个缝纫机是比较便宜的，然
Because
后
my sewing machine is not so
但是那
good,
个缝到的线是不是很稳？
so the seams were not very
没
good.
关系，就是说我给你的建议是，
So my suggestion to you
通
is
常
that
来说只能着重于一个
You
喜
can
欢的
only
一个方向去
have
努力
one direction.
你不能把你的这个时间分散到法
You
律上
cannot
去。这个信
diverse the time you have
哎
into
但是和你的
different
服装没有关
specialties.
系啊
Those are not related to your
你的
ultimate goal
与经营
of
管
going
理的
into
东西
fashion.
也许与你的服装没有什么关系，也许。
By learning business management, it may be irrelevant to going into your fashion
因
career.
为师傅这样指导他，我想师傅也是看到了他面相中的一些特点哈。你看这个法律它是比较严谨的哈。
So Master,
哎
for law,
会去辩论
it is something that is more
所以逻辑上
vocal.
很严谨的。那服装设计、服装制作又比较
For fashion
艺术
design,
性
it is something
哎
that's
能
more
发散或者
artistic.
创意型的这样子。
对
那这两个方面是文诺小姑娘都具备呢，还是
So for her, does she have both
更倾向于
capabilities in both areas?
我们先不说人长得有多美多丑的概念哈，
So we are not talking about whether a person looks
长
good
带给我的
or not.
气质上的感觉哈，
just based on the
但是无论
feeling I
男女
have
当
of
你脸
looking
上
at your
肉
features.
稍微有脸有点圆哈，
So the face is a
肉
bit
的
more
这种
round,
呢
a bit more fleshy.
它会怎样呢？就是他的个性也偏得圆乎乎的，
So
就
this
是哎差不
it
多
is
就行
also something to do with the character.
差不多就行
比较。
什么事情
温和
就是 你比如说学数学吧，
对，
So example, when you are learning mathematics,
它那个点儿啊，跟你心情点在哪里，对不对？
the dot you have when you put $1.25
这样的
for someone with a very round face
所以这样的人通常呢，
may
就是
randomly
脸
put the
开
dot.
的时候就比较圆满，就是好说话，有个
So normally people with rounder
就是
face
个性特别好，
are more
啊
flexible
天生是一个圆月一样的脸哈，哎，他就是心大，心好，
very
啊
open-hearted.
怎么都行。
好
如果弄
相处。
Most things will be fine
如
with
果
them.
去研究法律那样行吗？
If they are going for law,
哎，
其实做律师的脸哈，
it may
他
not
们
be
这个脸
suitable.
是用
Actually,
辅
for
助批准的
lawyers,
对，
their
你看
face
那个
are
直销的那个
very
脸
strict
适合
and
做
full.
律
有线条的，
对，有线条
So
的，
they have a
对
certain
生
looks.
硬的，鼻子也是棱棱的，啊，所以你鼻子也肉乎乎的，小嘴唇也肉乎乎的。
So
两
for
腮也
you,
肉
your
乎乎
face
的
is all
这样的人
rounded.
做服装也不行。
So you may not be suitable for fashion either.
就是我觉得你的个性、你的感觉哈带给我的，其实比较适合于做一些辅助的工作。你个性这么温柔、这么圆满
Your
哈
your
因为你自己
character
并
is
不
more
知道自己的个
gentle.
性那我的经验告诉我，你不适合自己创业。
You may not be suitable to be an entrepreneur.
就业是做那种辅助工作的文员比较好，
You may be more
啊
suitable
你做个
for doing an
要
admin-related
求不高的秘书
job,
啊
secretary
要求不高的秘书。
or
我
secretary.
给我拿3张信纸来，说你一会儿忘了拿3个什么，拿3个鞋子去算了，就说不定是这样子的，因为你比较温和，
Because you are more gentle in nature and
他
not
的错误
very
都犯得不细，
specific, not very
所以他适合做这种文员，但是又不适合自己创业。但是
More- not so
如果爸爸
detailed
钱还多是可以创的，创完了拉倒就是啊，好吧。
so
因为
not
创
so,
业
so
开始就是
suitable
事业
for
的开始
starting your own business.
所以你的这个面相不适合创业，啊，不适合做律师，也不
And
适
not
合
so
做个
suitable to be a lawyer.
单独服装品牌的老板，
And not so suitable
而
to
且
be
也不是什
a
么
boss
CEO
for
总经理
or a
董事
CEO
长都不
or
是
general
啊但你
manager.
要像一个退休董事长哈。
You look
哎
more
你
like a
看你
retired
大概
PM
圆圆满满的啊，但是适合
with
于
prosperity.
为他人去做一份工作，好吧？
But you may be more suitable to
你
work
别
for
操那
someone
个心，你也
else.
操不了那个心。
所以是就业方向是吗？
就业方向，因为他现在在学法律嘛。
你学法律，如果你要真想学下去法律，
If you really want to
但是
continue
你
with law,
还会做成，可能在企业中，你的个性在，这个
You can
这个
work for
律师事务所
an，enterprise.
我估计是不行的。
哦，
每
But
一
I
个
don't foresee
每
that
一个那个主
you will
任
be
律
a
师哈
lawyer
都像恶霸黑社会的一样。
because lawyers are very sharp,
所以你那么比较温和的个性的
but
话，
you have a very
估计
gentle
犯错也比较
character.
多啊他能把你从楼上给你扔下来，知道吗？所以为了安全起见的话，就是你学了法律之后到企业中，企业
So
中
even if you were to go
大
to
企业都需要
law,
一些
you become a company lawyer,
这种法律
法律顾问呐、
法律助理
like a
之类的
company advisor,
lawyer 啊，就是在企业里
legal
企
con-
业中的律师。
对对对对对，
哎，反正老板也不太懂律师吧，不太懂法律，你懂得怎么比他多就
so
可以
you
就
you
混
may
饭
be a
就可以
legal counselor
但是那已经只是高工资啊。
是的，
or company
创
corporate
业
lawyer.
任何一个行业哈，这一当老板的哈，你一定你的脸上的线条要非
But
常
for
明
those
显的
who
跟那个
are
楼房那个角
big
一样要很
bosses
尖锐才行
or entrepreneurs, you need a certain type of face that is very sharp.
不能得过且过的，知道吗？就是服装
They
设计
cannot be take
光
things
记得浪漫
easy.
的实际上，你知道做服装设计的时候和做那个楼房设计一样，差1公分都不行啊。它要求的尺寸是非常
For fashion
精密
design,
严格
you have to
的
be very precise and very detailed. Every
Eh.
difference in a
所以
centimeter
用个性
it
来
makes a
说
great
这都不是
difference.
你要做
So you have to be very
你做的是一
precise.
种辅助性的工作，
You can do more of a
辅助
supplementary
性
career,
工作这就是我
supplementary
对
job.
你的看法
So this is my
你
opinion for
肯定
you.
是不太容易接受哈。
It may not be easy
但
for
是
you
这
to
是你
accept.
就业的捷径，
嗯，
对吧？
挺好的。
你做老板自己投资啊，你
对，
投资投不好的话就
But
亏
as a
光了，对不
boss,
对？
if you make the
但是
wrong
你去工
investment,
作
you
的
may
话
lose
你工
everything.
作1个月，老板就得开1
But
个
if
月
you
的工
work
资。
for
尤
people,
其学法律的工资还比较高的，
and if you learn law, if you
这是我很
finish your law,
真实的建
you
议。
can actually earn more.
哎，
and a
姑娘你喜欢
stable-
听
it's a
我
more
说假
stable
话
job.
还是实话？
实话。
实话，那我刚才说的都是实话。
师傅，我还想补充一点，师傅真的指导得很好，因为我也跟那个
Master, you're very good in
妈妈
guiding.
也聊过天。
Because I spoke to the mother.
不是刚才孩子介绍了，就是有这种遗传的这种贫血的。
Because the mother has mentioned that they have,
有一点，因为你看他很白皙嘛。
in terms of genetic anemia.
所以其实我也在。
So you look at her, you can see she's very fair.
行业
So she may actually have
在司法界去拼搏的话，可能自己的身体
the genes as
也不
well.
一定撑得住哦。
So sometimes if she were to go into a very stressful environment, her health may not be able to withstand.
哎，所以我们的网友呢，你
So what I'm
如果
more
反对我说
concerned
的话
is
你
her
马上就来
character. She may not be able to
我毕竟我
withstand
不是一个
the
真正的面向大师
career
对我呢，师傅都是
of being
好
a
的
lawyer
我
or
觉得
very something very
但
sharp
我
and
就知道
precise.
圆乎乎的脸上头，尤其是有肉这样的人就是个性特别好。
So those who have a very rounded face are people with very nice
所以
character.
不适合于做一些紧张的管理工作。
So
还
they
有
are
做
not
司机的
suitable for very stressful
开着
jobs.
开着车自己睡着了怎么行啊？对不对？所以的话，适合于去帮助别人打工做事。
So it's better for her to work for
但
someone
是你这
else,
个个性还是要改，孩子
but you have
还要
to
改啊，
do
你
some
要有紧迫
adjustments
感，
in your character,
你要有紧迫感。然后
You need
当
to
你
have
训练出那样的精
more
神的
urgency and
那样
more
的那种
sharpness.
效果、那种素质出现的时候，你的两腮上的肉会慢慢减少。
Because when you
脸上的
become more
锋利
sharp,
感会开始出
your
现
facial face shape may also change.
对，没错了，对。
You
当
may
你修
become
到那个
sharper.
境界的时候，你的脸面上会带出来的。
When you slowly build up your characters, your face shape may change.
好，谢谢你的问题。
对，文诺其实对健康不用担心，因为一家人都跟师傅学习而受益。你也可以就是去修习八卦呀、禅修啊，
So you can
没
also
有问题的。
go for Energy Bagua,
师傅的指点应该
which will also be very good for your health.
指了一条明路你们就好好学
好，我送你一个衣服哈。
So let me give you a
祝你健
present.
康快乐哈。
Let me give you a
学业有
shirt.
成啊。
Wishing you happiness
买不到的了。
and all the best in your education.
收藏版了哈。
So this is now a limited edition as no longer available.
对。
师傅，我有一首歌要献给你。
哦，真的。
哦，太好了，太好了。
Master, I'd like to sing a song for you.
多义，兴趣广泛
我听说他唱的很好听啊。
好啊，好
I
啊。
heard she's a very good singer.
好的。
星星一直都在这一片云海，等着太阳疲倦之后离开。我也一直待在这个模糊地带，等着你疲倦了回来。天黑之后才拥有光彩，才能看见微弱的存在。我就好像星星在距你千里之外，白云总是对蓝天依赖，我的爱也因你而存在，哪怕你不懂我的感慨和无奈。难道是一种自由自在？而承诺像尘埃，不断被时间掩埋。谁还记得大雨之中的告白？
哇，真好听，网友都说好听，真好听。
Everyone says that
不
she
错哈。
sings very
小
well.
歌星哈，多才多艺呀。
She's very
真棒真
talented,
棒
多才多艺。
very good.
很好很好。
好，
那师傅，接下来呢，我们有一位小帅哥要跟师傅
So next
来请
master,
师傅指
we
导
have
哈。
好
我们的家政小朋友，
家政
来先跟师傅介绍一下自己。
who would like to share
师
with
傅
us.
好，我是家政，今
Hi
年
master,
16
I'm
岁，
Jia Zhen.
你好，你好。
I'm
目
16
前
years
还
old.
是就读这高中。
I'm now in college.
那这里要特别感谢师傅，就是我和我的家人在加入菩提禅修过后呢，
My
获益
family
良多。
and I are very
这边
thankful to
真的
Master
谢谢师傅。
because we have joined Bodhi Meditation for more than a year.
我先来说说我的吧。我是在2019年的11月参加师父的，就是菩提禅修
In
的
November
启蒙。
2019, I took
那在
part
我
in the
参加
BMYC
启蒙
camp.
之前呢，我是真的什么都不会，就是
Before I came for the camp, I did not know
饭
anything.
也不会烧，那是一定了。
I did not know how to cook.
也不会洗。
I did not know how to
甚至
fold my
连热
clothes.
水我都不会煮的那一种。
I did not even know how to boil water.
不会煮，我觉得就是按一下那个按钮就可以煮
Actually,
了。
boiling water is very simple. It's just pressing the
那时候真的很
button.
糟糕，然后
看来
和
父母对
So
你
at that
是
time-
很宠爱的了哈。
I believe your parents dote on you very
然后和
much.
父母也其实不太愿意沟通，也跟他们关系也不是说特别好。
I did not have a very good relationship with my
然后我的
parents, and we
父
did
母
not
就是我的
communicate
妈妈
much.
她真的是拿我没办法了。
My
然
mom
后就
did not know what to
通过
do.
明月禅堂的范青师姐介绍，就是让我去青年营。
And this Dharma
一开
sister
始我是真的
introduced
百般
me
不愿意，因为
to BMYC.
我当时候
Initially,
对
I was very
青年营没有
reluctant to
概
go
念
for it. I have
我
no
就以为
idea what
说
is
它
it.
是一个念佛班。
I thought it's more like a chanting
我
class.
当时就问我妈妈说：“我说妈妈，你真的你要送我每天连续10天去走
So I
八卦
asked my mom,
念
Are you
经打坐
asking
吗
me to chant and go for Energy Bagua for continuously 10 days?
但奈何拗不过妈妈，还是
But I had no
她还是很
choice.
强硬地把我送
My
过
mom
去
was very insistent on
那
sending me
我
for the
到的时候呢，其
BMYC.
实我发现没有啊，那边的其实就导师们其实都很友善。
When I
那边
went for the
其实
camp,
很多人都很友善，然后
I realized
也
everyone
并
was
不是
very
一味
friendly.
的就是念经啊还是什么的，其实是会制作很多有趣的活动，其实让我们从中学习。
And there were many fun
那
activities
确实
for us to
在
learn from.
青年营结束过后呢，
At the end of the
我开始会
BMYC,
做家务了，甚至
I
到
learned to do
现
some
在我也会
household
烧饭给
chores.
父母吃了，和父母也更愿意
And I
沟通
could
了。
even
这个变
cook
化
for my
很大
parents.
啊，那衣服也自己洗自己折了。
嗯，
So I can wash my clothes myself and fold them myself now.
我要是你妈，那我也高兴坏了。
赶快送
So
到
if
青
I'm
年
your
营
mother,
好
I'll
自己
also
搞
be
可以
very
送给师
happy and
傅
I'll send all my children to the
那其实
BMYC.
是因为
seeing the
在那边呢
transformation.
有听到师傅的开示，其实是有提
So
到
when I learned
说
to Master's teaching,
父母就是我们的菩萨，
I learned
对
that
我们的
our
恩情其实
parents
是很多的。
are the first
我们真的要好好效
Buddha
法他们
Savas that we
要
have,
对他
we
们好
know.
一些，也要多多帮
And we
忙
have to
我
be
听了过后真的
thankful
是
and be nice to them
真的要好好对待父母，而且
and to treat our
当时候
parents well.
还有给我们功课，让我们回家和父母说一声我爱你。
We were also given a task
这个对
to go
当
back
时
and
的
say I
我来
love
说
you
是
to
很
my
难的因为我
parents.
的家庭真的不是特别善于表达这种
It was a
爱意，我们
difficult
真的
task
很
because
少
in
会
my
跟对方
family,
说我爱你还是
we were not very open
这些
about
话
our
我真的不会
emotions
说但
and we would
为了
hardly
他们
ever
说
say
还是
words
很
like
想
I
的
love you within the
就很
family.
快带过，快点跟我妈妈说，就这样无意之间就带过了。
你怎样？
So I quickly told my mother, I love you.
当时候就是聊天聊到一半，应该是聊到比较 OK，我就
It was like during a conversation with my
情
mother,
况 OK 的时候呢，我就
when the
开始
situation was right,
然后
哎我应该是
妈妈呢？
说英文，我是应该是说 I love you，
对，妈
I
妈
told
怎么
her
反应呢
I love you
他没有发现到
very quickly.
她都没
And
有
my
发
mom
现
did not
过
even
我应
notice
该
that.
带过，因为我真的很
你就是快快的、小小声声的把这个 I love you 说出来了，妈妈都没有发现哈。
I said that very silently and very softly that my mother did not even notice that.
哎呀，那不行啊，那你还是没毕
我觉得
业。
用行动证明吧。
哎呀，你
I
今天
thought
在
it's
屏幕
better to
上
prove
你在看
by
我
actions.
说一声啦。
妈妈爱你哦。
哎
So
还
now
希望
I make use of the opportunity to say I love you,
然
mother.
后其实这其中呢也有发生一个小插曲，就是在青年营
So during the
结
BMYC,
束过后有发生一个故事。
at the end of it,
其实那
something
时候
happened
呢
too.
我是就读的是国际学校，
I used to study in
然
an
后环境
international
相对
school,
不是这么妥当的，尤其是对我的影响也并不是很好。
but the influence to me wasn't very good.
时候呢，我的父母有发现到这个问题，也有想说要帮我转校了。
My parents noticed that and they were thinking of changing my school.
算了吧，算了吧，没事的。那因为在那10天的青年营呢，我的
But during the 10 days of the
跟着
BNYC,
其他的家长们做，就是可能开志工啊，还是八卦等等等等。
my mother joined other
在
parents
青年营结束第2天
in the
他们
practice.
很就是意志很坚决的告诉我，阿正，我们明年会帮你，明年就要帮你转校了。我
2 days after BNYC, they were very insistent on wanting to change my school. I was quite reluctant
和他们
and very resistant about the idea.
同意，然后也
So we didn't quite agree to that.
开心就对了。
So it didn't end off very well.
父母还是意识到了有一些对你不好的影响。
Because parents probably have noticed there were some negative effects for you
开志工，父母也开智了哈。
in the international school.
该转就得转。
So from that meditation class, your parents probably have noticed that it is better for you to switch schools.
转回到公立学校
对，
是吧？
转回到公立。
那可能孩子确实有一点抵触啊。
然后甚至那时候呢，我是有，因为那时候我在学校是一日度一日非常不开心的。
Because like
然
that,
后我就
then
有问我妈
I
妈
was not very happy in
是
school.
问嘛，我就有大概表达出来说，你们真的很讨厌我是吗？你们怎么
I
这样
asked my
对待我
parents, do you really hate me so much?
好巧不巧
Why do you
那时
treat
候
me
我
that
妈
way?
从菩提禅修请了一本就是袈裟，
对，
对
袈裟这本书。
那我妈妈就把这本书就这样拿给我了。
My
跟
mom
我说
showed me the book,
好，那既然
the
你有
Buddhist
问题
Robes.
这本书我交给你。
She told me that since you
你有
have
什么问题
any
你有什么问题
questions, whatever questions you have, you can look at the book for
有问题你
answers.
干嘛不问人？你问个书，你
I was
还好
thinking,
吗你
why should you not let me ask you about your person, and instead you ask me for to get answers from a book?
反正不问白不问嘛。我
So I thought I may as well just ask the book for answers.
袈裟这本书，如果你真的领的话，你
So I was telling myself,
你
this book, Buddhist
问我
Robes,
父母
if
真的
you are
他们
really
为什么要把我弄得这么不快乐
the
这么
accurate.
的就是
So let me ask you, why
弄得我日子
are my parents making me so miserable?
然后我一打开那本书，我印象非常深
The。moment I flipped the page,
那一页所显示的故事，其实是告诉我们，父母做的一切，对于我们都是为我们。
it tells us that whatever our parents do is for our own good.
以我们的初衷为我们就是做事的。然后当时我
Their main intention is all for our
会
benefits.
给我们模棱两可，但这本真的没有，他就真的是把那个答案很清楚、很直白的告诉我。
This directly answers the questions that I have. So I was totally convinced.
你还有家人也受益
对
是吧？
我的，尤其是我的小姨，
嗯
我小姨她
My
过
aunt
一两，
also benefited.
她呢一直以来是严重失眠，脸上有
All along, she has insomnia
火量啊等等等等都
and she
真
had
的
dark spots on the face.
失眠有多严重啊？
1-2点这样睡觉，但
She
3-4
sleeps
点
around 1 to 2 and she wakes up around 3 to 4 a.m. every day. So she only sleep on the average of 2 to 3 hours every night.
翻不到。
嗯，
就那时候也要每天这样拖着工作，所以对她的身体
And every day she has to go back to
都
work.
不好。
So it was very bad for her health.
等等的。
嗯，
那甚至有一次呢，我们去爬一个小山丘，就是
So there was one we went hiking.
那个山可以说是很轻微的了，它不算是
It was a very gentle hill.
我们爬才不过几分钟。
We only hiked for a few minutes.
她没有晕倒，但
Her
她
face
就
turned pale.
人不舒服，然后已经喘不过气，接不
She
下
was
气
breathless.
了，就可以看得出她真的很虚弱了。
You can see that she was very
那最后
weak.
因为种种因素，就是她身体因素真的太不好了，所以我妈妈就
It's all because her health wasn't very good.
初中获益这么多，她就跟我的小姨说，不然你去参加。
So my mom, who has benefited very much from Bodhi Meditation, recommended
很诚恳
my youngest auntie to also join the meditation classes.
走八卦，做大礼拜。
So she went for Energy Bagua and prostration.
她在3个月后
After 3
情况
months,
改善了。第一，
she had a lot of health conditions
她失眠是
improved.
非常严重的。现在是正常时间睡觉，然后
So
一觉到
now,
天亮，睡到
After that, she can sleep regularly
太香了。
and she has very good night's rest.
脸上的斑点
And the dark spots on her face
本来从就是挺多的，现在变得很少很少，几乎可以
has been greatly reduced.
都忽略不计
对
了。
对对，她的状态真的是好很多，甚至在
Her health became much
3个月
better.
后吧很多人有问她，你
And after 3 months, a lot of people asked her, why is there a change in your
然后
looks?
她现在也有每天就是在公司上面顶楼那边摆一棵树，每天在那边坚持走
And
八
now,
卦。早上
On
也
top
会
of the
1个小时
building she
大礼
works
拜
in, she actually puts a tree there and she will do her Energy Bagua
大
there.
礼拜的时候呢，
When she first started on prostration,
她的汗是
when first started on Energy Bagua, she perspired a lot.
可是到现在就是状况很好，大家也觉得你状态真的变好了耶。
But now her condition is so much better.
好，真是感恩师傅
真
啊
的，！这里真的要特别感恩师傅。
So I'm very thankful to Master
就是带来这么多的
for
获益
bringing all the health benefits to my family members.
你也有问题要请师傅指导。
就是关于我的未来方向的。
For myself, I also have a question about my future
这个方向
career.
想要做，一个其实是烹饪，
I like to cook.
那一个是媒体业，就是可能当广播台的那种 DJ。
Another
还
type
是
is more like into
主持人
media, something like
对，反正就是
a
媒体
DJ
就是向外的。
or MC.
对对。
这两个行业也是挺
也不大
跳跃的，对。
对，我知道这两者差距。
So these 2 careers that you're interested in is actually very diverse.
媒体相关的。
那卡拉 OK 里头也有卖吃的，
啊，也倒是啊，可以组合。
In a karaoke, there are also
可以
people who are actually selling food. You can do a
就是
combination.
你想让我跟你聊一聊，说你适合做哪一类职业是吧？
So you want me to tell
或者如
you
果这两者都
which kind
不
of
合适，
career
请师
is
傅给
more
我指导
suitable for you?
哦，
Or if these 2 careers are not
就是我
suitable,
看你
what
这
do you
小
think is
朋友
best
呢
for me?
就是本身智商还是不低的哈，
I
挺高的
believe
但是高智
You are a
商，
very smart person
除非你自己不好好读，那是你自己的问题
unless
啊
you
浪费
neglect your
自己
own
啊
studies.
但是你身上还有一些反叛的精神，现在还特别明显。有反叛的精神，比如说你对很多事情不理解的时候，你很反叛，你
For
尤其
things
是
that you
你的
do not
感觉就是
understand,
比
you
较
tend to have
想
this
有自己的想法，就是
negative
你也想自己
feelings
想的
about
事
it.
情，说不要听家长的，不要听别人的，我自己完全想出一套方法来。其实你内心有这样的一种渴望，啊，
In your
有
mind,
这种
you
渴
like
望
to
倒
have
也
your
好，
own
这也叫青春期
to
叛逆
rebel
思维。
revolt.
但是你的个性来说的话呢，也是我觉得有很豪爽，
But you are also a
也
very
很狡猾
easygoing
也
person
很聪明啊，
who is
很
very
聪明
bright
因为智商比较高，
because
所以
you
你
are
的这种智
intelligent.
商呢，其实适合于创业类的。
So
都
you're
是男生嘛，
you are actually suitable to
啊
be an
智
entrepreneur
商那么高，完了之后你自己不做点事，我估计把你憋坏了。但你要是
because
做
you are a
烹
very
饪
smart
比如说
person. If you do not start your own
烹饪来
career,
做菜来说，你做不了
you
的，
may feel that it's
你
not
不是
good
那个
enough.
料的。那我觉得你其实偏管理型的。
I think you are more
师傅，我插个
prone
嘴，有
towards
的网友是
management.
也在听也在看哈，
对
说这个小师兄口才这么好，如果要去做厨师，不是发挥不出来了吗？
So
那
some
还真是
of
啊，
our online friends are
别的
saying
非比
that
客人
you have
吵
such
架
a good,
哎
you can speak so well. If you become a cook, it's such a
没
waste. It's such a
没有，
pity.
他不是他说做这个烹饪不一定是做厨师嘛，他可能想做餐饮业，对不对？比如说开个高级的餐厅啊，
But liking
对
to
呀
cook doesn't
他
necessarily
再
means
完了
that
再
he
学
has
个
to be the
所谓的
chef.
DJ 就弄个
He
那个
can be
摇
the
滚乐
restaurant
咣咣咣咣
owner
什么
as well.
主持点
这
东西。
这是梦想了哈。
啊
These are like
但是
dreams.
也就是他其实个人是偏管理型的，
But he should be
他内
better
在的
in
东西
management.
不管你自己觉得自己是什么人，我觉得你是有一种很冲杀的精神，不是打打杀杀哈，是一种往上冲的精神。
I
有
find
这
that
样
you have a
精神的
certain
人呢
drive
他其实适合于往前闯啊，去创业呀、
to venture
是这样
out.
的。你就是开餐饮业，那个可能是可以吧，反正是你是
You can
因为
probably
有
start your
有
own
一定的
restaurant.
智商哈，做一些像这样的，就中小型生意还是容易成功的，
Or to start
我
a
们网
small
友又出
and
主意
medium
了说
enterprise.
他的这两个梦想可以结合起来，做一个美食主播。
美食主播，美食主播远
So
远不
someone
如想把美食
recommended
做好
him to be a
是这样的哈，主播不一定挣得了钱，但是呢，你开餐馆开好了之后能挣钱养家，
Actually, if you
我说
start
的
your
那么
own
俗哈
restaurant, you
但
have
正是我
more
们小朋友
chances
们真内心
of
想
creating your
的
wealth
你总不希望总是
and
吃
success.
父母的嘛，你希望自己能有创造力，对不对？
A lot of
所
us,
以你能
we do
挣
not
钱
like to
养活
depend
自
on
己
our parents.
之后
We
做
would
得
like
好了
to
之后能
depend
养
to
父母
strike
养
us
自己的
own
家人，是吧？那才是最好的。
to be able to support the
所以
family.
他适合于创业啊，做餐饮应该不
So
是个
it's
大问
suitable
题
for him to become an entrepreneur,
但是
to
说
go
你给你这
into
位小朋友，我给你
food
点
and
忠告
beverage to
啊
open a
成
restaurant.
你一生的忠告。
But I have an advice for you.
最好是学习成功之道，但是一定要也学习一下所有失败的人的故事。
You have to learn
哎，
from
因
the
为
failures
大
of
家都
other
想做
people
老
too.
板嘛哈，
Everyone
多赚
wants to
钱
become
你读的都是
a successful
赚钱的
businessman,
人成
to
功
make
的人的
money.
故事。那
We
很
read
少
about
有
all the
书上
success
说我写了
stories.
10个倒霉的故事，
But we
10个
hardly
破产
learn
的故事，几
about
乎没
the
这种
failure
书
stories.
有这种书你也不买，你觉得哎，怕晦
Even if
气
there are
是不
such
是
books
怕别把这
to
个失
tell
败的
about
感觉传给我
people's
了。
failures, we also
但是
hardly
凡
buy
是你
them
要
because we are afraid
经
that
常研究这个军
it will
军官
affect
研
our
究打仗
future.
的话呢，哎，一定要研究多少个失败的作战失败的案
But
例
in order
是
to
吧
succeed, we have
那
to
你要
first
经商
learn
经营的话，
also
你最好也
about the
阅读
failures
一
of
下
others.
想方设法去获得他们失败的经验教训在哪里，最好用本
We
子
learn
把
the
它记录
lessons
下来
that they have gone
你才
through
可能
so that we will not commit the mistakes they made.
我这样嘱咐你，也是因为你的面相告诉我。
I'm telling you
啊，
this
你的
also
面相
partially
告诉
because of
你
how
在
you
关
look.
键的时候，你容易武断，我就这样想，就这样做，谁说我都不听。尤其是说，师傅也说了，我适合创业，我适合创业，并没告诉你，你也会赔钱呢，好吧？
Although
你适合
I
创业
tell you
不一
that
定
you
都
are
能赚
suitable
钱
to be an entrepreneur,
很多人赚
but
钱的原
that
因
doesn't
是因为
mean that
他都
you will
赔得差
definitely
不
make
多了
money.
快死
A lot
了
of
之后有
businessmen,
人把他
they
救
also
活了
lose money
最
as
后
well.
他才可能成功，知道吗？
Some
但是
people
多
have
数
to
人那一
lose
次死就死
and go
透透
through
的就活不过来的了。所以
failures
我们
before
当
they
年最早
finally
的时候
become
在中
successful.
国很多企业家，第一批企业家都死透了，就像第一批骑摩托的一样，没一个活着的，就一样的。
Like the first group of people who ride a motorcycle, most of them have not survived.
每一年或者每3年就一个变化。
So we must learn that every 1 to 3 years there's a great change, especially in the advanced technology age. Things changes very fast.
对，你的个性好，这是最重要的一点哈，特别好。
By having a good
智商
character
高
is very good.
能做事，就是但是
You are smart,
但是
which is good too.
一定不要武断，一定不要武断啊，这对你的警告都有了，
感恩师父，谢谢师父的指导。
You have to be
嘉盛，我觉
decisive.
得这样听起来真的是挺好的，而且他包括他前面跟着师傅学习的这个经历哈，让他很服师傅，所以以后你碰到什么事情，别先自己做主张，还是要请教袈裟书啊，请
So
师傅。
next time, if you want to make any major decisions, you must always refer to the Buddhist Robes, the
但
book.
是我觉得所有的，今天我们很多网友很年轻哈，所以如果有机会你也来听的时候呢，那你要想做事业，包括去就业找工作哈。
So I find a lot of you are very young. So when in the future, when you look for careers,
成为老板
always read about the success stories and also
同样多的
the fearless of businessmen, of businesses. This is for you to experience the process of facing failures.
书来哈，写书的人不知道是不是真正那个原因失败的。
And some authors, you may not know whether that's the
比如
real
说吧，特别
reason
聪明
of
的人到死的
their
时候
fearless.
说他其实挨了对方一箭射死了，他说我不是死因的一箭，他根本没射到我，其实我自己癌症死的。还有人很聪明的人死的时候都把
There
你
are some
骗了
people who are very
不知道
smart.
哈。
对，
所以他的写的失败的故事，有的是真是那个原因失败，
So some
也有
stories
的那
of
个失
failures
败
are
写在
real,
书里头都是骗人的。
but some are not real.
希望你能去慢慢去琢磨它。
So you have to
读懂它
slowly read about
你才
them
可能跟你
and
积累一
digest
点
them
点所谓成功与失败的经验，
so that you
你才
know
容易成功，不容易失败。
what are the failures and what people have gone through so that you will not face the same mistakes again.
真的是非常的中肯。
对，谢谢你哈，我送你个礼物哈。
Let me give you a present.
这是我画的金银树啊。
哦，这个最美，男生穿最美了。
对，我有3件这个衣服哈。
I have 3 of this.
这都快没有了。
也是没有了。
These are all limited edition.
对，好，非常非常的感恩师父。师父当然也替网友问师父一点点面向的小知识。您说那个家政，他
So Master,
是容易武
if you look at 家政，
一点点嘛。
can you please share with us how do you tell from his face?
第一个，他那个单眼皮比较明显。
Because his single eyelid is more obvious.
就是根本不给双眼皮机会。
So the double eyelid is inside, which is not so obvious.
再加上他的鼻头比较平直。
And also from the nose.
如果像蒜头比我前头讲命相哈，你到鼻子中间这里呢，中间这个头这里往下再突出一点点。
If the middle of the
再
nose
突
is
出
a
一
bit
点的时候，这样的
poking
人
out,
思考问题的时候啊，他会比较完善。
then those people are better at analyzing.
他就是容易
一刀切。
一刀切。
So for him, right,
就这么定了。
he tend to be
别
over
人说，哎，这
decisive
可能还有一些不完善了。他说不管那些了，我等不及了就做了。
or
但是
more
有的
quick
时候
in
失败
decision,
就是因为你等不及了。
could have made hasty decisions.
对，注意
So
不要太
that
武
could be
断
the danger
凡是长这样
for
比
him.
较平直鼻子头的哈，
So
还有那
normally,
个单眼皮哈，
if
像
double
那
eye,
家政
single
这个眼
eyelids
睛那样特别的
and
整
be
齐
more
的单眼皮
subjective.
的哈，都会有这样的一个特点。
哇
你比如他双眼皮的男生哈，
For
跟
guys
男女哈，
who are
这
double
双眼皮的男
eyelids,
生的话呢，他的个性上就温和很多。
their character may be more
双眼皮就多了
gentle
一双心眼，
心眼多
因为
了。
眼睛是心灵的窗户嘛，对吧？
because the
哎
eyes
他多了一
relates
层
to
眼
our
皮的时候，
heart.
通常就比较艺术。
So
他能欣赏美啊。
For double
还能
eyelids,
看出美来，是吧？
they tend to be more
单眼皮的人呢
appreciative of
通常会
arts.
他
For those with
思考事
single
情比较
eyelids,
直
they are more straightforward,
对，有决断力，
more
有执
subjective
行力，但是呢，
more
会
decisive
比较粗犷一些。
but could make decisions more hastily.
师傅还说这个男女还有点不一样哈。
对。
刚才
So there's a difference between men and women.
指导那个虚能小朋友的时候，就是因为说他这个比较能言善辩哈，大门牙。
So for Shinan, just now you mentioned that because her
也是能言
first
善辩嘛。
一样的。
her teeth is bigger,
我们又学到了。
so does that applies to guys as
但
well?
是男生说自己能独立做事，不管是不是创业哈，说是就业之中就会成为一个小班子的负责人呐，或者将来
So
成为
for guys,
CEO 啊，
For
对
those
他
with
的脸上
leadership
也是带着
qualities,
也是带有叫精致的，偏紧实的，但是他的脸呢就是很少有圆圆的。圆圆
for
的都
guys,
是获
for
取
those
的
who
思
have
维
are holding
就是
leadership
圆
roles,
满嘛啊
normally
无所
most of
谓
the time their faces will not be
脸在哪
round.
里都行，根据心情是吧？但是那个比较锋利的
Normally
脸
their face
型
will be
呢
sharper,
那他就会比较规范。
11、22。
so they be
11
more
就是当我
decisive.
们的五官长得都像规定的几何形状，比如说要是正方、正直、三角等等的，或者一条缝，这个特别几何形的这种五官和脸型的话呢，他的思维正像数学题一样，
方方正正。
一丝都不能改。
So normally if the face is more sharp, more squarish,
那种人也适合做律师、做科学家、
they are more rigid,
做会计，对，就圆乎乎的。
so they are more
没有几个做
suitable
会
to be
做会计也
scientists
做不好。
or
我遇
accountants.
到过一个哈，在某个国家遇到一位会计师大姐。
I've met an
那个
accountant
她就是
before
这样的个性，这里头我是差2000块钱的钱，我对
who
不
is
上
very
的
detailed and
没
very
关系大不
specific,
了没关系，我
very
这个
rigid,
随便调一下就行。
very
哎不能
meticulous.
随便调啊，他就这种个性，大圆脸呢，不小心也做了会计师。我说你根本你就是。
But those with round face, if they become an accountant, that may be not in the right
在
career.
禅堂做大姐还可以哈，怎么都行，
不是在禅堂也不能这样工作，
就是温和嘛，怎么都行。
So
哈
people with rounder face, they tend to be more
但是
gentle,
做会计
more
师不
mild,
行做会计
corrected.
师一定要准确。
But for
他
accountants,
就
they
把
tend to
自
be
己
very
原谅
precise and very sharp.
我是问他这个问题了，他说怎么都行，就是好说话。
是。
对。
好，感恩师傅，我们也学到了很多的面向。
So those who are rounder, they tend to be
好，那我们
more
接下来
easily
还有一位
persuaded.
克明小朋友啊，他也来跟师傅，首先也分享一下他一家人的受益。
So now we
他
have
也有
Ke-ming
他职业方
who
面
will
的
share with us.
请教师傅。克明，
师傅您好，我叫贺明，今年20岁，
贺明
就读
I'm 20 years old, and my whole family has benefited
我们是20
from
岁
Master.
在读物流管理，大学2年级哈。好，贺明讲讲家人的受益。
So how has your family benefited?
是因为外婆去世后，妈妈就到菩提禅修为外婆念佛。
After my grandmother passed away, my mother went to Bodhi Meditation to chant for my grandmother.
跟爸爸去念健身班、念佛班、八卦基础班。
公公就是我们说的爷爷，是不是？爸爸的爸爸哈。
So together with my grandfather,
爷爷有白内障，
he has went for
所以眼
the
睛不好。
classes, meditation classes.
他要不要动手术呀？医生说。
He used to have problems with his
因为他有
eyes.
白内障，所以他已经7年没有驾车了。他不仅
不能开车哈，视力不够好。
他是不是走路啊？平时
He used to have cataract for my grandfather, so he couldn't
睡
drive,
眠品质也不好，所以
and he didn't sleep well.
每天晚上都会
He used to have
起夜练习
insomnia
室
and used to wake up
是啊。
6 to 7 times every night.
哎呦，
那人可能也是很虚弱的啊，天天晚上这
所以
样起夜。
导致脾气也不好。
So that caused his temper to be very
发脾气的。
short-tempered.
会哈，是然后嘞？
自从做了1个月的八卦，他的
After going for Energy Bagua for 1 month,
1个月的八卦。
his sleep quality has improved
啊，那
and his temperament has also improved.
就1、2次，从6、7次变成1、2次了，1个月的时
So
间。
from going to the toilet 6 to 7 times every night, it reduces to around 1 to 2 times.
然后呢？
然后原定他本来是有定手术日，然后他当天我
He was supposed to go for the cataract surgery, but my father forgot to bring him to the hospital.
就医生讲不用做手
So
术。
when he went for the checkup again, the doctor said that he no longer need to go for the cataract surgery.
我们网友可能我再跟网友讲一下，我这个太神奇了哈！爷爷白内障其实很久了，所以7年都不能够开车。
So the grandfather had cataract and couldn't drive for 7 years
医院做手术
and was scheduled to go for a surgery.
做手术了，
But because
心大哈。
his father
然后医生
forgot
主动
to
打
send
电
him
话
to the
来
hospital,
就去了
and the
医院
doctor
结果
called
医生一
to ask him to go for a checkup,
不了啊，不用再做手术
and during the
了
checkup they realized that the grandfather no longer needs to undergo the cataract surgery.
受益真的是太大了，睡眠也好了，
So now sleep has improved,
也好了。
cataract
对，那还能开车吗？
no longer needs to go for surgery,
爸爸早上起来就发现那
and tempo has
家里的
improved.
氧车不见了。
哎呀，那以为
So there was one morning
对以为是
when we
手机
woke
摇
up,
小偷
we found
上
that
了
one
楼
car
发
was
现爷爷
missing.
不在才知道爷爷驾车去走八卦了。
So
爷爷自己
the
开着
grandfather
车
now
去
could
走八
drive
卦去到公
to
园
go
儿
for
是吧
Energy Bagua.
哇，当八卦点，哇，太棒了！这是爷爷的受益。
So this is the
家
benefit
人呢
for
爸爸
her grandfather.
因为他长期在外工作，所以他每次回到马来西亚就会想就
And
几
for her
次放
father,
压力就想吃
he works
或是晚上
overseas.
的时候特别嘴馋，就控制不住自己的
So
嘴
every time he comes back to Malaysia, he tends to eat at night.
就是喜欢美食了。
爸爸也在看直播哈。然后呢？
然后就上了第1次的健身班，他就辟谷了5
So
天
after the first
等一下
half a
哦
meditation
辟谷
class,
是一个关键词，可能很多网友也不知道。所以辟谷就是我们在禅修中自然出现的一个现
there
象
was a
啊
spontaneous
吃不
fasting
饿对，然后还神清气
for
爽
7 days that the father
对
underwent.
身体健康很好，那他自然的就减重了
And he
5
lost
公斤呢
weight.
先减了5公斤，
哦，那
The
是
father
这样
lost
对，哇那你
weight.
爸好开心呢。
他整个大肚腩都消失了，
大肚
So his big tummy is now gone,
精神
and he's more energized and more energetic,
轻了啊，爸爸开心
feels
妈妈
younger,
开心哈
and the mother is also
因为
happier
爸爸感受到了师父禅修的方法，神奇，很神奇，就
because
非常
father
支持妈妈去当义工。
has seen the miraculous effects of
妈妈是因为妈妈
teacher's
以前脾气
teachings,
很不好
master's teachings.
然后她性子
So he has introduced
没有耐
his
心，
mother to go and become a volunteer as well.
然后因为脾气不好，
So the mother used to be very short-tempered.
都躲在房间里面，避免被挨骂。
都不敢出来。
So most of them will hide in the rooms to prevent being scolded.
妈妈自从妈妈还有一个照顾了4年的外婆，我的外婆有190公斤
And my grandmother
斤还是公斤
190公斤，
？190
is more than 100 kg.
哇，天哪！哦，看照片，哇，外婆，哇，她就
My
坐到
grandmother
轮椅上哈。
is more than 100 kg.
重他可能就 行动很不
对
便的，
就导致他的腰椎受伤了。
which
妈妈
caused
为了照顾
her
外婆，腰椎受伤了。
因为要
injury.
搬动啊，
对
洗呀，
照顾这么重的
Her mother,
人的话
having to take care of
会照
the
顾的人容易
grandmother,
受伤
actually injured her
结
back
果就是妈妈就
你要
受
搬她
伤了，
搬不动啊，
真的。
because you have to hold
啥的
her
你
to
怎么把
assist
她
her.
搬起来
对呀，
不容易
妈妈很孝顺，可是自己身体也受伤了。
妈妈还有足底筋膜炎，所以上下楼梯
足
都非常
底筋膜
困难。
就是
炎，
脚后跟痛，
痛，
所以她每次
So the mother also has a
早上
heel
下
problem.
楼一次，晚上上楼一次罢了。
平时就避免上下楼。
上下楼。
So
对避
normally
免上下楼
they prevent, they try to avoid going up
自从
and
跟师父
down the
学
stairs
习
too
后
often.
她就脾气变好了。然后
So after the mother has gone through meditation classes, her tempo has improved
哦，他那个腰不是
and the waist,
也都好了。
腰是走了
the
3
back
个月
problem
的
has improved as well.
哦，
我3个月就好了。
After going for Energy Bagua for 3 months,
老是这样搬这个搬病人这个腰椎真的很多人是受伤，可3个月就好了，太开心了。
她心灵上也有改变，就变得更大慈大悲了。
I find that my mother has become more compassionate.
跟师傅学习后，妈妈变得慈悲了。
以前看到蟑螂就会打死它。
In the past, whenever she sees cockroaches, she will kill them.
快走快逃。
But now she will give them a chance to ask them to go, to leave.
他做的是对的，
She doesn't kill them.
就培养慈悲心了。
So it's actually a way of building her compassion.
是因为八卦点长。然后
哦，
她以前有熬夜。
My mother is also in charge of one of the Bagua energy
然后自从
point.
是八卦点长过5点半，每天早上起来，然后越走越开心。
对呀，
不能赖床了。
So she wakes up early in the morning every day to go for Energy Bagua.
真好，真好。
And the more she goes for it, the happier she becomes.
对啊，妈妈一写见证就热血沸腾，写到凌晨。
妈妈一写见证热血沸腾，一写就熬夜写，自己就很感动。我们真的这个是我们都是有这样的经历，对，听到别人受益的故事。现在听贺明讲一家人的受益的故事，我都
Whenever we hear the health benefits that other people are experiences, we feel very happy as
她
well.
还常告诉我因果业力的见证故
My
事。
mother always tells me and shares with me stories about merits,
不可以懒惰，要努力学习。
about building a merits.
还妈
And
妈教
karma
导我供灯，学会了供灯。
And my mother also taught me the importance of lighting of lamps.
对，就妈妈教他要供灯，懂得因果，所以他小鹤鸣也供灯了，然后因此拿到了奖学金，能够
So she
学读书。
has also learned to light for lamps and she has managed to get a scholarship
因为最
for
近
her
疫情
studies.
我妈妈也念佛，每天念佛，感谢师父加持。让
So
我
during the
爸爸
pandemic of
都顺利
last 3 years, my mother has also learned to chant, to do chanting.
真好。对，疫情期间本来大家都失业呀，或者各种变动心慌慌，但是爸爸的事业还是挺好的。
And, and the father's career has actually been very stable and very good during the pandemic times.
请师傅指导的问题哈。
对，我想请问师傅，我未来的职业规划里适合在物流领域学习吗？
他是学物流管理的，
对，
他适
说话
合在
声音尽量大一点哈，我在用力在听你们在说话哈，你们太文雅了哈，有点紧张哈。
对，他适合在物流领域发展嘛？
他现在是大学2年级。
So I'm now in my second year in my
我觉得
university.
适合，就是。
Do you think it's good to be in the logistics
这
field?
个时间哈，就是大家习惯于在网上订东西、购物之类的哈。
Because now there's a
所以这个物
trend
流
for
哈
people to do online shopping.
这10年的物流事业，应该是比之前应该增长了不止1倍。
So in terms of
不是股
logistics
票啊
business,
整个行业的人数增长了很多很多。
it has actually
所以
went
的
up
话呢，
in
这个
terms of
在
the
很
number
多
of people who are in
大的销售
logistics.
企业来说的话，它这个物流管理这一块儿已经成了一个严重的问题。哎，
So
所以呢
logistics
现在有
management
这
is
个
now
物
a
流
very
管理
important
这个
aspect.
专业来说是正逢其时，是最好的时候。
So now is actually the best time to be in logistics.
我想问一下，贺明，谁帮你选的这个专业，还是你自己选
So actually, who helped you to choose this specialty?
就是一个留学中国的一个机构询问的。
哦，那这个机构还真不错呢。
I
就因为我比较喜欢
seek
数学
advice
这种，然后就说有
through an organization
有关数学。
哦
because I like mathematics, and you were telling me that logistics management is
好的好的，
对
about
还有
mathematics
数
as well,
学的概念哈。
对，
which has the
因为现
mathematics
在
concept in that.
我在网络上看到哈， 在一些大的一些销售的机构之中
I've seen on the internet in the bigger
物
enterprises,
流配送都是那种机器人
they use a lot of
它不像
robots
人说搬那个货下来打个包
in
写个
logistics.
单子就发货，不是那样，都是很多都是自动化的机器人
A lot of
在帮你搬
automation in the logistics
还有
sector right
电脑
now.
出了那个单就贴上它，就是它的这个失误率几乎很少。像人有时候还
So the error, the rate of error is actually very low due to the
美国的结果
automation.
发到加拿大去了，他那个单子贴错了，他这个单子都不会贴错，给的数量还有内容都不容易错。
In terms of the quality,
所以
the
现造了一
labors,
个
they
新的
hardly
一
make
个
any
时期
mistakes.
所以包括使用这样的机器人，包括自己对这样的物品的管理这个概念确实需要重新学习。
So it's actually good to learn the concept and to be in the right career, which is logistic management is actually good.
对，就继续好好学，以后
So
在
you
这
should
个物流
continue.
领域里边好好去发挥你的才能。
对，你看他的这个鼻子呢，就是说我们说的那个，它不是个平的比在头上。
Her nose is not
它
the
的鼻子
very
对
flat
这
nose
个
that we were talking about.
中间这
The
一块是往下突出一些的，
对，
at the bottom,
这样他思考事
it
情
is
会
protruding out a
比较
little bit
圆满
more.
一些
So
完全
she's
平
better
头的话
in analyzing.
容易一刀切容易比较武断
哎，贺明呢，是不是就是你平时
So she's
做个决
actually
定
more
这样的不是
decisive
很
in her
武
decision
断
as well.
不是，
对，但是他思维方式可以，鼻子不错，他两腮没有肉，肉不多的话呢，
There's not so much flesh on the two sides of the
所以
face.
他的数学能力
数
是
学好，
是
That's
强
why
的，
her mathematics is very strong.
哈，
哎，
Her logical
就是这种数学
thinking
性能力
is good.
强的人，要真要精明的话，好的会计师一般都是瘦的
是，
对，当长太多肥肉之后呢，就是你那个小数点根据情绪来
When
决
you
定
have too much
对
flesh
是这
on the
样
sides of the
是真的
face,
你去观
then
察
you
一
may
下
not
都是
be
这样
so good, so precise, so
贺明这个不错，
meticulous.
好，贺明也自己也学到很多哈。你可以观察你的同学以后，谁会成为你的竞争对手。
So you
远
can
远地
observe
就
and look
不在
at your
话下
friends.
不用管他们了。挺
对
好，
他在工作中他的升职能力是挺强的，
In her career, she has a very high chance of promotion.
哦，
因为我在看他的这个额头上，这两边呢有两道冲上去的你这样看不出来。
Because when you see the
从
elbow,
我
there's
的角
actually
度
two
看他的
sides
时候
looking at.
就是这有两道
looking up
冲上去。
哇哦，
对，你看照片呢一下看不了，照片上因为光线的原因，
We can't see very clearly on the camera, on the photo.
对
真好， 好的，那你
好
今天也得到了满意的指导哈。
So she will have good
感恩感恩
career prospects in the
送你
future.
个礼物哈，
好的，
送有小珠子吧，送你一颗珠子哈，
So I have this
保佑你
bead for you
如意吉祥。
to protect you
收到，感恩
and to be
师父
auspicious.
好，那师傅，
哎
接下来呢，我们还有一位小朋友，他叫曾禅。
So next we have
他也有
Zhen Chan.
分享故事，还有提问，想请师傅指导。
She has her stories to share and also have questions to
介绍
ask.
一下自己。
师傅好，我是曾禅。
Shifu,
今年
hi
20
Shifu,
岁
I'm Zhen Chan. I'm 20 years
目
old
前
this
在
year.
南曼大学就读医科系。
I'm now studying medicine.
想
in Tama
要借此
University
这个机会，感恩师傅，因为我们全家都属于师傅以及菩提禅修。
The whole family has benefited
你们家人有什么受益啊？
from Master.
我就想说一下我妈妈的受益吧。
Let me first talk about my mother.
9岁那年呢，她的右脚的膝盖那里就痛了。
When my mother is 29 years old, her kneecap started to ache, to have pain.
痛的问题困扰了她大概有6年。
So that has troubled her for around 6 years. We brought her to see the Chinese medicine and the Western doctor and even went for the MRI. With the medication, it did not help. In 2016, my mother and me and my auntie went for the meditation class and she started Energy Bagua. After a year, her kneecaps no longer give her problems. Now she can walk very fast. Before she went for Energy Bagua, she had to pause when she walks. And when she goes shopping, she cannot walk for too long. She has to rest after 1 or 2 hours. But now, she no longer needs to take breaks. And in fact, she can walk up the stairs very fast. And now when we go shopping, she no longer needs to pause and rest after 1 to 2 hours. She was unable to use the squatting toilet in the past, but now she's able to use it. Because now she can squat. So after 6 years of pain for the kneecaps, but now the condition has improved and now she can walk really fast. So most of the time when you go and see a doctor, if you are having pains on the kneecaps, the doctors will ask you not to exercise or not to walk too much. My father has also benefited. This year, due to the COVID measures, the restrictions, we could not even leave the house. Maybe due to the restrictions we had of staying at home during the COVID, that affected my dad's tempers and moods. During the MCO, our family practiced meditation for the average of 3 to 5 hours every day. So after a few months, my father has improved in terms of his moods and tempo. He can now go out in his motor and look for friends to chat or go for coffee. So her father actually faced some signs of depression during the pandemic. So after, the mother encouraged the father to practice meditation. Now, they are able to walk out of his depression. He's back to his lively self again. So the father has benefited, and I have my sister. My sister hurt her back in 2016. When she sleeps, she has to lie down very slowly and very gently. And in fact, she has to support her body in order to get out of bed. She hurt herself when she was around 10 years old, when she was playing on the skateboard. The spine got injured. At the time, we did not bring her to see the doctor because we thought it was just a simple fall. So she started going for Energy Bagua with my mother every weekend. So now, after 2 years, she doesn't need support to get off bed, and she can do exercises, which she couldn't do in the past when her spine was injured. We have seen many examples of people who have injured their spines, and that problem may persist for the whole life. My sister has another sharing. In 2018, she was around 6 years old, primary 6. She started having her menses, but it was irregular. For most people, they have their menses every month for around 7 days. But for my sister, she can have menses twice a month. on for a longer time, like 12 days. So that affected her moods, and she became very pale. But after she went for Energy Bagua for a month, her menstruous cycle is now normal.
是，但是年轻哈，年轻的效果最好。
When you are young, the benefits of Energy Bagua is even faster.
太好了，那真的妹妹太受益了，太幸运了哈，感恩师父。
So thank you, Master.
那你自己呢？还没有讲。
How about yourself? I've also benefited very much. In 2018, I joined the BMYC for the first time. Before that, I've never taken a mic and spoke in front of a crowd before. So during that time, I had the chance to share about an experience I had when I was doing hiking. I was really terrified, but I managed to finish my speech. I remember there was like 1,000 people there, and I even sang a song in front of Master. And before I went for the BMYC, I wasn't a very confident person. After attending BMYC and taking part in some performance, as I hold the mic and speak in front of a big crowd, I find that I became more confident after attending the BMYC. I've also hosted Bagua Neigong Family Day twice. From someone who was very timid and not daring enough to show my face, I have now the courage to talk in front of large group of people. From young, I always wanted to be a doctor, possibly because from the shows that I've watched, it seems like a very nice career. I knew that if I wanted to be a doctor, I have to make sure my results are good. During my SPM exams, I took 10 subjects and I had 9 subjects which had A's. I managed to get an offer to go into medicine. But when I had the offer, I hesitated. I was questioning myself whether I'm really qualified to enter medical school. So I wrote a letter to Master and was very fortunate to be picked up. I remember Master mentioned something. I gained encouragement from Master, and after that, I went for the medical school. We're very touched. So Master had helped you succeed in your dream to become a doctor. Do you have any other questions today? My first question for today is, now that I'm in medicine, so for other courses, they may have 10 weeks per term, but we have only 7. So regardless of even how hard I try to memorize, I tend to forget them. So how can I improve my memory? For youngsters, the best way to increase your memory, to improve your memory, is to knock your head. That is to do prostration. When you gently hit your head against the floor.
磕头的方式呢，看每天能够做20分钟到
Every day you should do at least 20 to 30 minutes, but you do not need to count the number of times.
我没有很坚持，可是我想要在
I have not been very diligent in practicing prostration,
一定无论我再忙，我都要
but from now on, no matter how busy I am, I will do at least 20 to 30 minutes daily of prostration, full prostration.
应该能做一个很好的医生。
I believe you'll be a very good doctor.
我还有第二个问题。
My second question is,
我的目标就是我读完了这一个医生之后
my goal is that
我想要
after I've
就是转
complete
科
my
我
complete my
是想要
education,
成为一名儿童专科的医生。
I would like to
儿科医
become
生，
对儿科，因为我
a
很喜
children's
欢
doctor
对，
哎
所以我就想
a pediatric
师傅我是不是
because I like
觉得我
children.
适合吗？
适合，
Master, do you think I'm suitable to become a pediatric in the future?
因为你的
Yes.
未来就是你的孩子之中也有很棒的孩子。
Because in the future,
当然你
your
现在是
kids
小姑娘，
will be very successful as well, although now you are still a young kid.
哇，真
对
是贵子。
是将来
所以
会有贵子贵女之类
You
的。
will have
师傅，那我
prosperity for your children as well.
非常肯定，就是上一次指导他，也就是说，你不成为医生，谁成为医生？
Last time, Master has said, if you do not become a doctor, who should become a doctor? So from that, she went for her medical
什么
school.
像会成为一个好医
So
生
now Master is saying that she will become a good doctor.
会那样会泄露太多天机了，
点就够了。
太多天机哈。
嗯，
其实，经常我们经常，大家就是不会看相的人都俗话说，叫天庭饱满，地合方圆。你看他的照片，你看他的脸，
Look at her photo.
不正是这样吗？
天
你看他的额头
The
有
face
多么
is
高、
full.
多么大、多么
Look at her
鼓
forehead.
啊！他的额头是立体的。其实我们这几个小朋友都很聪明哈，但是呢，每个人的额头，
The forehead
他
is
的额头
protruding
呢
out.
是最鼓起来的，
对对对。
就垂直鼓起来的。
Her
这
forehead
样
is
你的
protruding
同
out.
样
That
这个
shows
头
that
呢你的大脑空间在里面就多了几公分的空间
there's
来。
more brain
是这样
power.
子的，你看它是立起来的，但是多数人都是会往后倒一点，那他的就会鼓起来，不光是
See,
中
the
间鼓起
forehead
来，
is
它
actually
整个额头都
protruding
是
out.
鼓起来的。
宽的。
So that means
当
that
你的
she's
额
a
头
very
达到这
smart,
么鼓的
very
时候
diligent person.
那通常因为这额头当中还有一种现象是鼓也不好，那么他这个鼓是好的，
There's
对不对？
different forms
第二
of
个，鼻
protruding,
子
but
头
hers
是
is
不
a
是
good
我
one.
在命相学中，现在就在我们 YouTube 网站上讲了嘛，对不对？富贵的面相，你看他的鼻子是不是我们说是那个
Look
蒜
at
头
her
鼻啊
nose.
是吧？
Is that the one that we're talking about prosperity?
这个下颌、下巴这一
And for
块
the chin,
是吧？带双下巴啊，现在
there's
都有
double
了
chin.
虽然两腮子有点肉哈，
Although
但
there's
是有的
some
东西补
flesh,
充了它哈，就是它的眉毛长得特别好。
but she has very good eyebrows.
她的眉毛是长得叫精致型的眉毛。那么精致的眉
She
毛
has
就
very
使
good
得你的
eyebrows,
先天的你的思维方式是非常有顺序化。
which shows that
所以我
the
相信
way
你的
of
个性
thinking
应该是有计划性发脾气，
is very well
或者
planned.
有计划性做的什么。你很少说突然炸掉了，对不对？
She's not one person who suddenly
对，他是
very
有顺序的。
jumps
他
into
发脾气
conclusion.
一定也能积压很久的一个理由才可能发一场脾气。
She's a very logical,
是这样的
very
他不像说，那你眉毛长乱了，你发脾气随时爆炸的，这样啊。所以他在我们相学当中，他是很科学的，就是你不
so
懂
in a
的
very
时候
scientific
就觉得就是
sense.
什么迷信之类的。
It's nothing about being
但是当你懂了之后，
superstitious.
它就是科学中的科学。也就是你慢慢观察哈，慢慢观察。
As you
就是很
observe,
多这个大脑的秩序特别有程序化的，他的眉毛长得是非常美的。
a lot of those who are able to think in a very logical manner, they have very
他
nice
长出来就是那
eyebrows
样的美的眉毛，
in a very
是不是啊？
sequence and order.
好师傅真是透露了很多哟，
哦，
那感
你不小心
恩师傅。
透露出来了哈。
不过
Her thoughts are in a very orderly manner.
啊，对，网友也开心呢，学到这么
但是在你的
多。
相学中，我要得嘱咐你一点哈，
But something I need to remind you, don't take too much cold stuff.
应该有吃冷饮吧？
You take
对，
cold
这个在你的
beverage
脸上写着呢，
because it's written on your
所
face.
以经常会使你的这个腹部里面会有一些产生消化的问题。
So you may have
消
some
化和代谢的问题
indigestion
就
problem
是吃冷饮造成的
because
啊
you take cold
所以要小
beverage.
心啊。
So be careful of that.
多喝温水、热水。
Drink more warm
对
water.
对对， 就是尽量不要喝那个加了冰的那个东西。
Do not
就
take
尤其对女孩子
a lot of food with ice because it may not be good for your body.
对，要不然等你这个冷饮吃久了之后哈，等你到结婚的时候，你才发现上当了。
If not,
到时
by
候
the
你来
time
求
that
医问药
you
啊
get married, you will realize that it's not good
感恩师父。
to take so much cold
我
drinks.
想送师父一首歌。
I'd like to
我也
give
想表演
Master a
一首歌
song.
好，
送给师
I'll
父。
present a song to Master.
还会唱歌啊？哦，
增禅小师姐也是多才多艺，但是她也是说
She's also very talented, but she's saying that in the past she was not confident. It's because she went through the BNYC that she became a more confident person.
自信了啊，真好。
这首歌叫《大鱼》，送给师父。
The song is called Big Fish.
海浪无声将夜幕深深淹没，漫过天空尽头的角落。大鱼在梦境的缝隙里游过，凝望你沉睡的轮廓，看海天一色，听风起雨落，直至手璀璨长茫茫烟波。大鱼的翅膀已经太辽阔，我松开时间的绳索，怕你飞远去，怕你离我而去，更怕你永远停留在这里。每一滴泪水都向你流淌去，漂流进天空的海底。
感恩师父。
好听啊！
对，太
真的
棒
好棒
了啊！对，
真棒
网友都说
对
太好
Very
听了，
well.
太棒了。
才艺双
She
全
sings
啊
very well.
对，
我觉
She's
得
very
看到小
talented.
增禅的这个变化呀，哈，她从参加青年营之
We
前
have
的
seen
不
her
自信到现在
transformation
真的是一个
from a
自
lady
信
who
满
was
满啊，
not
又非常优
confident
秀的孩子
to
啊
now
真的是非常
being a
感
very
恩师父
confident lady. We have to be very thankful to
俗话说
Master.
玉不琢不成器呀，我觉得是在师傅的精心雕琢下，看到孩子能够
I
这样
think
的
it's
成长，
from Master's
也是很感动。
teachings that
他当时说
have motivated and transformed the
不
kids.
成为医生，谁成为医
So
生？
Master at that time has told her that if you do not become a doctor, who should become a doctor? I think I'm really touched by what Master has said.
来带着我们
Sometimes in life, we needed this special energy, the special push to get
我
us
就
to
看到
move
了她
forward.
未来是医生。
嗯，
I have seen that she will become a doctor in the
说一
future.
下就师傅虽然在整个这一场直播中非常的谦虚哈，说这个面相啊等等，其实师傅是一位大觉悟者、大修行者。
Master
那面
is
相
one with great
都是师傅
wisdom,
的一个
and Master is
不足为道
able
的一个
to look
技能之一了
at
哈
people's
对
face
师父其实是
and tell
很
their
大
futures
度人的
easily.
更那所以师傅在给我们看相的时候，尤其给年轻人看相的时候，
So when
真的是他
Master
的前
helped
世
to
和
look
未
at the
来
face
都能看
reading,
得一清二楚。
Master
那
could
当
actually
然
see the
自然说
future
是非常
of this
的
youth
点到
clearly.
心里去哈。对，像增禅他，你就是一个好医生。今天师傅又一次这样说。
So for
帮
Zhen
助
Chan,
他
Master
找到
has
了
said
人
that
生的
you
志
are a good
啊
doctor,
这个太
and
重
with
要了
this,
嗯
it has helped her to
其实
find
在
the
金菩提宗师的频道上，
direction,
师父也有
the
很多
passion
视
to
频
move
是
forward.
讲面相的。那其实这个师傅讲的面相，它背后不光光是面相的这些基本的知识哈，
Actually, in terms
是有
of face
很多的
reading,
智慧，还有人生的道理在里面的。
it also
也欢迎我们
involves
的新
a
老朋
lot
友多去学习啊。还有
of
最近我们也
reasonings
推出了很多 shorts，就是特别短的1分钟的这个短视频啊，把师傅
So we have
讲
introduced a lot of
面相和
shots
讲命运的一些精华，我们剪辑下来，
which bring the
不妨也
gist
传
of
播
what Master has already taught us about reading the
很喜
face,
欢，新老
face
网友
reading.
都喜欢，对，也欢迎大家喜欢的话再继续去传播、订阅、分享。感恩师父。
We have done a lot of short videos about the face reading, so we hope that all of you will spread and introduce it to other people as well. So this T-shirt is for her.
收到，感恩师父，太棒了。
他这个，给他解释一下，为什么有些孩子我看了之后，他觉得适合做什么
Let me explain to you why is it that for some people I'm able to tell you what she's suitable for.
职业的形象，
Because I can see
就是你
what
的
career
未来
she's
的
suited
职业
for.
的好坏，实际上是你自己的问题，也是你的家族的问题。
Because whatever career you are suited for is not only your problem, but it's also could be due to your ancestors.
那么多的功德，
It's a matter of whether your ancestors has done
有没有那么善心的
enough merits in the past.
这些等累积到一
have
个
built up
程度
enough
像
merits.
银行存款一样。
This is just like the bank savings.
成为富豪。那这个
When
富
they
豪
have
的表现
accumulated enough
就能让你的
merits,
儿
you
女
become a
将
very
来
rich person.
能够发光发财。
That's also how
他
the
就成为一个
descendants
特别聪明的人。
have a very bright future as well.
这个钱呢，是你的祖宗八辈儿积德来。
So the wealth is like accumulated by the ancestors over time. The accumulated merits.
生出一个好的有福的这个形象面相。
So when you are born
那就是你一个
as someone
美
with
好的人
great
生
prosperity,
这个人生其实和你今生的努力没有太多关
it
系，
may not
没
be
有太多关系啊。就是比
totally
如说你的大脑的资
due
质，
to your,
你看所有的东
what
西
you
都记
do
不住，
in your
你怎么
current
当医
place.
生啊？
Like
对不对
example,
你怎么做买卖啊？不行的呀。
if your brain is not well developed and you don't have a good memory,
哎
how do you
就是你
become a
变得
doctor?
聪明，而且呢能行正道。
But if you are very
现在
bright and very
和过去也
wise,
差不多，但是现在吸引人走歪道的
you have
这
a
个
very
事
good
情就
future.
更多，对不对？你比如说现在这个电子游戏，把很多孩子打得打
So
废
now
的
a lot of children are
没
playing
法
computer
上学没
games.
法读书，对不
They are
对
not able to
还
study,
在各种毒品呢，
or they may
还
even
各种
indulge
邪
in
门歪道
drugs.
诱惑孩子们，因为不懂
There's
嘛
all different
所以诱
vices
导歪了的
that is
方法
misleading
太
the
多太多
kids,
数不胜数，对不对？
misleading the youth.
其实这些现象是你与你祖上的这个
Actually, all this
积的
phenomena
德的多少有关系，哎。
are
所以你
related
那
to
个
the
命相好
merits
的
that has
你
been
慢慢去追问
accumulated
你
by
家
the
的长辈
ancestors.
尤其是
So for
爷爷奶奶
those who
那
have
辈
very
你
good
追问
life,
的时候
who are very
很多
prosperous,
都是
if you look
特
at
别
your
善良，特别慈
ancestors,
悲，
you look at your
经常是
ancestors,
帮人
they are
去
normally
施
people
舍
with
啊
great
去供养啊
compassion
就是这样的人。
who have always been
其实我给大家讲
sharing,
一个概念，
donating their
我们会豁然开悟啊。
and building good
请问
karma
网友朋友们
and，good merits.
有两种人，有一
There are
种
two
人呢
type of
是
people.
一直给人送钱送粮食，
There's one type who
有一
always
种
give
人总是
people,
向别人手里拿钱拿
and
粮
the
食
other。type
请问
keeps
这两种
taking
人哪一
people,
种人
things
更
from
富呢？
others. So which will have a better
你去
life?
想一想。
You think about it.
那当然是送的。
Of course, the
对
person who is being
但是
giving,
有
who is
很
more
多往外
wealthy,
送钱、送粮食、送财物的人，他
But
本
there are
身
some
现状并不富有
who，always give,
但
but
是
they may
就有
not be
那么大的
wealthy,
心哈，
but they have a very
哎，还能够
big
把
heart.
自己吃的饭给人分一些。
So
你看哇，那
whatever
人
rice
好
they
厉
have,
害
for
啊
example,
分给台
they will
下
distribute some to
给我一个
others.
饼，我至少
If
撕
they
一
have
角给你
a
吃，对
biscuit,
不对？
they will give it to
这就是
someone else.
那时候，那我这个饼我下顿还没饭吃呢，凭什么给你啊？对不对？
So some
你不给
will
也是
think
合
that
理，
I do not have enough
但是
for
给
myself.
呢
Why should I give it to
就是
others?
增加了一份功德力。
But when you give,
这个功德力
you build,
暂时一下是
accumulate
看不到
merits. You may not be able to see it immediately,
就
but
像我
from a
们所有的
long-term
做家长的
perspective,
都盼着自己的儿子、孙子都将来成
like
才
when we are
成器
parents,
成人物，
we
是不是
want our children to have a great future in
但
the
是所以
future.
你作为家长，这个积累这个功德之后，在你的儿子、
But
孙
as
子上就
parents,
显
as we
出来
slowly accumulate
哦
these
说我们
merits,
老两
that
口
will
很笨
slowly
呢
show in your
可是我生
children
的孩子
over
很聪
time.
明，哎，
You may
就是这样
notice
子
that your
啊
children are
所以
very
到那个
bright.
这叫做果报。
So this
对，
is
因果报应，因果
the
报应中
theory
有善有
of
恶，
karma
也有不善不恶
and
啊
merits.
对，所以我们做的这个德行的好事越多，
So the more
将
good
来的富
deeds
贵
we
和
do,
美好呢，就会
the
在儿
more
女身上
wealth
显现的就更多，是这样
and
的。
prosperity will show
你
in
同
our
样我们的
children.
孩子们在读书，有些孩子就真的哗哗哗就往上窜，是
So
吧？
there are some children
你也使劲努力，努力
who are
半天
able
跑不
to
过人家
move forward
他就是
much
有
faster.
那从我 解释这个东西大约是这样的一种概
So
念，
this is how
对不对？
I interpret
那
that.
还有一种说法，那我没有这么好的面相，我去做美容。
So there are some who ask, I may not have such good facial
我说实
looks.
话是没
What
有，
if I go
但是只是
for
外在形
facial
象上显得好看了而已，
or plastic
对不对？
surgery?
那里头是假的，对不对？我要我的鼻子好看，我做一个假的在里头撑起
Plastic
来。
surgery
但
is
是
not real, it's
我们
fake.
的相由什么来决定我们的相呢？
What determines our
我
looks?
刚才说了命运之外，哈，功德命运之外，
Besides
只有
merits
骨头
and
决定
karma,
你外在的相。
your bone
你这个
structure
相，你的
actually
颧
determines
骨
your facial
高不高？
looks.
咱们华人经常
Whether your
说女的
cheekbone
颧骨
are
太
high
高，对不对？女的颧骨高不高的原因在哪里啊？
Is
面部的
determined
这个
by
颧
the
骨的骨头
bone
颧骨
structure
颧骨呢，对不对？骨头太高，
If your bone
那所以
structure
呢
is
你
very
外
high
在
up,
外在它才包了一层肉皮而已嘛。
on the
你这个
surface
突
is
出一
just
大
a
块
layer of skin.
说实在话，这块肉皮再薄，它也还是一块骨头凸出来的，是这样的。那你想让它不高，除非去锯骨头。
So
但是锯
unless,
了骨头，命相还是那样的，没有用的。它只是外在
even if
看
you
着
go
好
for
看
plastic surgery, it may change the looks, but
所以
it
的话呢，
doesn't change the fate.
哎，多积德多行善。
So
哎，
always
我们
be
要
of
生活
good
好命运，
merits.
好命运的人通常也有那个好的命相。
And
是这样
people
的
who are born
好命相
with the
什么
good
是好命
merits,
相呢？
they will have the good looks.
从骨头到五官长相，还有头发的质量，
So the
皮
bone
肤的
structure,
手触摸的
the
感
looks,
觉，还是
the
白是
hair
黑，
quality,
是吧？
the
啊
skin
是粗
texture,
是细，都是含在命
all
相之中
this
所有的参考值，包括你有时候一回头瞬间
are also
留下头的
affected
一个
from your
感觉
face reading.
都在命相之中。就是你要看你学的是不是那么细致，学细致了之后，你所有的行为就是人还没有来，当我看你笼统的形和你走路的声音、呼吸的声音，
So
几乎
before
都
the
能
person comes,
猜出一半儿你的命运来。
by the person, the way the person
连走路
walks,
的声音
the sound of it,
它都
you
涵
can
盖在这个
determine
命相之中。
how the
呼吸
fate
的
will
声
be
音
for this person, even the way they breathe,
眼神，
the way
啊
they
再
look,
细说眼神，还有头发的质感，
the texture of the hair quality.
恐怖吧？
All this will
哎
determine
对，博大精深呀。
非常
the
的博大
facial.
精深
对，
对，非常的啊。所以在通常有一个好相的时候，这个相中包含着自己的命相，还包含着父母的命相，还
So
包含
our
着你的
parents,
后代，会
our
看得更多，能
descendants
看后三代。
will all be affected.
哎，我最多看你
So
这
all
这
three
一代啊
generations
我都
will
很
be
难看出第二
affected.
代来的。
Normally, I can only
谦
see
虚了。
哎，就是不
for
容易
you.
的，不容易。毕
It's
竟
not
我们
easy to tell what will
光
happen
那
for your future.
啊，这只是我的一个业余学的一点点东西而已。嗯，太深
For
了
your。future generation.
但是我说到的这些东西，都是我所知道的一点命相学这个外在体现当中，我都会去这样去看，也是，也是我自己看人的时间有限哈，就是见个面打两眼就好了。现在也是老眼昏花，也看不清了啊。对，
So these are
就是大概给大家做这样的一个交流。嗯，
非常非常感恩师父，不光今天
Very
在场
thankful
的
to
这个
Master.
5个年轻的小朋友得到了师父的指点，网友们也
So
学
not
到了
only
很多。
people
那我也知道
who are
很多
here
人
who have
真的是
learned from Master,
很能很期
all
盼
those who
吧
are
能够有
listening
这样的
online
机
has
会
also learned a
让
lot
师父
from
看
Master.
一眼看一看
So I
指导
believe
一
a
下
lot of you
网友们
wish
还
that
说
you have the
对
chance
说
to
哎
let
呀
Master to
这
look
小
at
朋友
you
们
to
太
help you to
幸福
tell
了
your
能够得到
fortune.
师父这样亲自的指导。
也可以吧，可以，就麻烦你得照相，
看
So
机
you
缘吧
can
你得照
take your
相
picture,
啊将来的话，有一天你的正面照，现在
take a front view
像
of
照
your
护照
face,
照片儿一样，耳朵要露出来，
show your
化
ears
妆的，
对
对
正侧面
without makeup
完全正侧面。还有呢，这个
and a
斜
side
出
view
45度角啊，
at a 45 degree
大概是这
angle
样光线还要比较
and under good
能
lighting
看清你的脸啊，
so that I can see your face
而且不能
clearly
化妆。
对。
and without
其实
makeup.
网友能够有这样的机会来听师傅来讲解哈，其实也是学到了很多。
Actually, everyone who is online to have a chance to listen to Master, we are also very blessed.
好的好的。
We also can learn a
我
lot.
不小心说走嘴了哈，泄露太多天机也不好，就是。
是，对，
我尽量忍。
So I've leaked out a lot of
那么
secrets.
感恩师傅。
好，如果真需要看的时候，就是大家到时候填表啊，
If
把你的相
You
片
need me to help
告诉
you
我
to
你
take a
的
look.
年龄大概
fill out the form and take our pictures and write your age.
以后对，给大家一个机会啊。
So we have this chance for you.
对，因为咱们工作也比较多呀，光讲课内容都挺多的。
We have a lot of things on our plate. Even
我们可以
talking
答应
about
一
the
个月看
classes
10
is
个人是可以的。
a lot. So we can probably have a
10来个人。
sequence of like helping 10 people every month to read their face.
如果一开放的话，后头不知道几十万都在排队呢，也不行。
Once we open up, I believe that we have overwhelming response of
对
everyone who
就是
wants
总结一下
Master
这
to
个
read
项
their
目就像
face.
学姐讲的哈，相由心生哈，就心中一
So
定要有
actually, how you look depends on your
善良、
heart,
慈悲、
whether you're full of compassion,
温和
whether you're gentle,
有一种博爱、爱万物、爱
whether
世
you
界的
have
这样的
love
心啊，那
for
我们的相呢
all
就会
beings.
变得有福
When you have
气
this form of compassion, your looks will
会变
change.
富贵，
You become
甚至孩子呢
prosperous,
孩子还会
and
变得
even the
有懂
children
事
will become more obedient,
啊
more
这个
successful.
好处是多多的。
So there's lots of benefits.
对，记住相由心生哈。
Remember, how you look depends on how your heart is.
再就是我们已经发了一个公开一个小声明哈，
Whereas,
这个八宝灵珠申请哈，现在已经申请到几万颗了。
so for the
用手
8
都搓不出来
auspicious treasure
还有
beads,
的同修
there's a lot of people who have wrote in who wants that.
那真是我要搓50颗，花好几个
So
小时。
some have already asked
是
me for
所以
50
不能要
beads
太
as
多
well.
哈
So
所以你
please
要
do not
50
ask
颗
me
的
for too many.
我先会给你1颗哈。
So you
对
ask me for
所以
50, I'll
不要
probably give
太
you
多
one
了
first.
我也知道你那边肯定有很多人需要，
I may know
但
that
是呢，
there may be many
没法
people
那么
over there who needs
我得慢
the
慢的
8
搓
auspicious
还要
treasure
加持
beads, but we need
还要去
time
把
to
它
produce
烧
them.
好哈，所以它有个加工的一个时间过程啊。
So there is a
对
period
但
of
是
time
我
that we
搓出来
actually
之后我
require.
尽量满足大家的需
We
要。
try to satisfy all your
感
needs.
恩师父，
嗯
感恩师父。
好，那我们今天的内容就到这里。
So we have come to the end
好的，好的。
of
那说一
today's
下下一
session.
次的事情
好，下期直播时间呢也
The
是
next
下
broadcast
周日同一个时间哈，我们来看一下。
The next live stream will
亚
be
洲时间12月25号啊，晚上
25th
7点；
of
北美温哥华
December,
时间12月25号
7
早上
p.m.
3点
for Asia,
嗯，
and Vancouver will be
好的
25th
那就祝福大家
of
如意吉祥，
December.
全
So
家
wish
幸福
everyone auspiciousness,
我们下个周日
prosperity
再见。
and let's see you next Sunday.
的神奇。我智慧了，我智慧了，我宽容了，我宽容了，我慈悲了，我慈悲了，我自在了，我自在了，因为有了你，了解生命的真理，修行的理，因为有了你，日子犹如彩虹般，彩虹般美丽。我快乐了，我快乐了，我健康了，我健康了，我幸福了，我幸福了，我美丽了，我美丽了，我快乐了，我快乐了，我美丽了，我美丽了，我幸福了，我幸福了，我美丽了，我美丽了。在茫茫人海之中，帮我与您相遇。小小的红点里，人生就